Viewer discretion is advised. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Idubbbz and Anisa. So, if you remember, Idubbbz, and I'm not kidding when I say this, Idubbbz and Anisa have been fighting with Kino Casino. This is the last time we talked about them, which is ridiculous that you tried to pick a fight with Kino fucking Casino, right? It's just such a stupid decision. And Kino Casino had one of the biggest days of their lives. Like, I made Beckett pull up the Kino Casino live stream while he was going over the Idubbbz video. And just watching PvP and Andy just scream, "Whoa, buddy!" as loud as they can every time the $100, like 100 subs came rolling in every half second. Made thousands of dollars in less than a minute. Great shit. Great content. So Idubbbz and Anisa have now reverted, okay? Anisa crashed out on Twitter talking shit about the boxing coach, Olivia, AB. AB made a statement on how he feels about Anisa and Ian now. And in my opinion, for me in particular, the manipulation that Anisa put on Olivia and AB to try and quit their jobs because they have a beef with their boss, okay? Now, what they're doing now is they're hiding on the bog and on live streams that are so heavily monitored that I was already banned during, like, the early stages of, like, Creator Clash 2 in Idubbbz' fucking chat. It was banned forever ago. I didn't even get a chance to write anything, like what Hassan did to me. Idubbbz and Anisa are now coping behind the bog. They are hiding in the bog bunker, okay? And this is what they have to say after everything that happened with the Kino Casino, with the H3 response, to everybody shitting on them. This is an 11-minute clip of Idubbbz and Anisa just fucking whining about it. Hey, come on. And just lying to themselves, okay? Shout out Ozzy, by the way. He does great lolcow clip content.
Everyone around me was stoic, and it was seen as, like, altruistic.
Can we please stop saying the word stoic? Like, these two have ruined that word. Idubbbz and Anisa have genuinely ruined the word stoic. I can't handle it. I can't believe Idubbbz called himself. I still can't get over that. That he said, "Oh, these guys are like doing breakdowns of my body language while I'm just being stoic." It's like, I can't take it anymore. I can't listen to the word stoic come out of the two least stoic people in the world.
Almost to be stoic. So
it's just safe.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I can talk to you about it because I don't have to be the strong one.
Yeah. I'm a lot more chill now. It's really hard to affect me. It's kind of shocking, actually, how hard it is to affect, especially online stuff. It's like,
oh, the online stuff is hard to affect Anisa. Really? When you guys admit that you watch all the hate videos on you together, that Anisa crashes out and leaks DMs of people on Twitter talking about the boxing coach and the DMs with Olivia that made Olivia suicidal. Like, yeah, Anisa never, ever gets affected by stuff online anymore. Sure, Anisa.
I don't care even remotely anymore.
Yeah, that's been a huge relief for me.
I don't believe you guys. Like look at the two of you. Look at that face. That's the face of a woman that's lying. That's the face of a woman that doesn't believe the words coming out of their own mouth. And her husband right there. Ugh. He's just like disgusted. He's like, "You're lying. You're just straight up lying to yourself." Like he can't even believe it.
For me, I was sick as a dog last time.
No, I wasn't. Is that what you told them?
Yeah, I said that you were coughing and hacking.
The hell?
No, you didn't.
And then Dana and I started talking about...
Dude, I am so ready for the divorce arc. I'm so excited. Here's why I'm excited for the Anisa Idubbbz divorce arc. And it's going to sound like the meanest shit you've ever heard in your life. And I would never be okay with something like this, okay? I would never be okay with something like this on a normal basis. But I am going to give one thing for me on this is that I can't wait for Anisa to put out false allegations against Idubbbz. It's going to happen. If they get divorced, Anisa's going to say, "He did this to me, he did that to me, he treated me this way, he emotionally and physically abused me this way." And we're going to have to defend Idubbbz. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for that day, because we're going to have to sit there and Idubbbz is going to have to swallow the most heavy pill of his life, that his wife is a piece of shit. His ex-wife was a piece of shit. He's going to have to wrestle with that fact when we all rush to defend him. It's going to happen, and I am going to laugh my ass off the entire fucking time when it happens.
Funerals, because that inspired us. We were like, what the hell?
You're already planning?
Is she going to pass?
You're already planning my passing?
Idubbbz is like, I'm just counting down the seconds, bitch. I'm counting down the days, the hours, the months. Like, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day. I already got a plot pointed out for you. Yeah, not even a plot. You know what, Anisa? I'm not going to spend that kind of money. We're too poor. I'm just going to cremate your ass. Oh, you know that's what he's thinking.
We were trying to figure out if you were going to have an open casket or not.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if it's just coughing and hacking, I would have an open casket.
An open casket? Is that a suicide joke, Dan? You know, most open caskets. We were trying to figure out if you wanted an open casket or not. You know, if you put the bullet to your brain after the internet fucks you up.
Love ya. No homo.
Now, Anisa, I'm not saying you should do that. Okay, joke.
By the way, they literally lean away from each other.
Yeah, they're repulsed.
Casket. Because
Well,
that doesn't...
it starts
Not
with
if you puke on
confidence
yourself.
hacking, and then it comes to melting skin and, decaying.
What are you fantasizing about? That
Whatever you end up getting, I'm just saying, I don't...
You're fantasizing about my death.
No,
Is it because we signed the prenup and you want my trust fund, all of my trust
Because you guys watch Gone Girl.
that is the reason.
Now these things are in.
So is Anisa making a joke that they signed a prenup? If Idubbbz had her sign a prenup, that might be the smartest thing Ian has ever done in his entire life. Wait a minute. Is that a joke? I really hope that's real. I really hope Ian has a prenup for her. God, Ian, please tell me you were smart enough to have her not get any of your money in the event that you guys get divorced.
In your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been populated.
You know what's crazy? We'll talk about it later. But midway through the movie, I realized that I had seen.
What
I'd
movie?
seen this
Oh,
movie
yeah?
before.
That is the
Now
reason.
these things are in your head.
Oh, Gone
they've been
Girl?
populated.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? We'll talk about it later. But midway through the movie, I realized that I had seen. I'd seen this movie
yeah?
before.
It's there, it's accessible, but it's, you only have so much room in your brain.
You know, that happened to me when I was struggling from chronic depression.
Oh,
Was like,
Oh, great. I really love listening to the Bog segments about Anisa's chronic depression, where they'll criticize H3 and other people saying, this isn't what podcasts are. These are emotional dumping grounds. Proceeds to talk about Anisa's chronic depression. I love that when I'm watching a podcast, is hearing that somebody has chronic depression.
I like things were in my head, but I couldn't quite. Like, it felt all scrambled, which is kind of.
Lady, you literally said that you can't visualize like an apple in your brain. Like, how? Seriously, I didn't know that until PPP brought it up, and then I found it, and it's her being like, I can't visualize things in my head. Like, I can't have like a basic imagination. Like, if I sit there and I can't see an apple, I can't visualize one in my head. And it's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You can't visualize an object. I'm literally in my head picturing now like a fucking socket wrench. And I have a picture of one in my head right now. The audience that I am talking to just pictured a socket wrench in their fucking head. That's how normal people goddamn work.
Interesting because it reminded me of concussions.
What?
And I think that's why it pissed me off so much.
Right.
Because
Oh yeah, I forgot. Anisa somehow got 14 concussions or 17. What the fuck? How many concussions did Anisa say that she has? She said that she had more than 10, right? You would be worse than any NFL player that is borderline brain damaged if you had like 7 or 10 concussions. How many? How many concussions did she say? 13 minors and 3 majors. Your brain is fucking rotted. Rotted. You can't live a real normal life if that's the amount of concussions that you got.
when I had a serious concussion, they ask you a question, and it's so weird. You're like so sure of the answer, but you can't quite grab it.
Yeah.
And it's like eluding you.
Mhm.
And then you'll say something, and you'll be 100% sure that it's true, and it's fucking not at all.
You're giving too much credence to the idea that I have CTE.
Oh shit.
You do have CTE, and like come on, bro. Like let's just be real here. Let's just be honest, Ian. Let's just be honest here. Come on, buddy. Like really just sit with what you're thinking, okay? You got punched in the head by like dudes that trained way harder than you. And your personality weirdly flipped after you started really getting your face beat in. The CTE thing is not that crazy.
No, I think you're just fucking
Or that you're
dirty.
depressed.
Oh,
True.
that's
Well, all
true.
that checks out, to be honest.
You
Not
have
the
CTE and
depression, but the CTE. You know, it's
Did Idubbbz just say he's not depressed? Are you kidding? Do you not see yourself? Do you not see how you operate on a public stage? Your own videos, how you craft them, how you deal with this podcast? How you're lying to yourself, dude. You're definitely depressed. And then you have Anisa sitting over here being like, oh, God, he's saying he's not depressed. He's just lying to look cool.
I do find it interesting to fucking do like 2 boxing matches and being like very safe during sparring. And people are just like, I hate this guy, so CTE.
You have no symptoms of CTE at all.
No, I know.
I was actually shocked.
I don't really agree with this because, like, look at him try and talk on a live stream.
I might do different times, so it could be like during the night or something. I still haven't figured that part out. Because I don't know if I want to be streaming when fucking Hassan's streaming. But I also might.
Like, he really has to think about what he's saying there. Like,
because like that was one thing that really bothered me about.
I mean, fuck, if you want to go down that avenue, you got to say that fucking XQC has CTE.
well, he's just retarded. Like, you can't understand a word that fucking Frenchman's saying, whatever fucking denomination of white he is. No one can understand a word that he's actually saying. It's like chat, 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 Overwatch, Overwatch, chat, chat, chat. Like, I can't understand a word that motherfucker's saying.
Like, you have to.
Sorry. No, I think what really bothers me about all of that is there's like this rumor going around that I enjoyed watching you sparring. If anyone, I wish we could find that video tape of William Osmond.
He's Canadian, even worse.
Filming me having the most egregious fucking panic attack.
Right.
While you were in the ring both times. I thought I was like literally dying. Like I couldn't breathe because I was so terrified. Because like I realized, like I was like, oh my God, my husband's gonna get punched in the fucking head.
It's horrible.
Hard.
I don't know how you just realized that while the event's going on when you're training for it. I don't know. Weren't you like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that before. Wait a fucking minute here. So she had a panic attack over the event that she put on that her husband agreed to do, that they trained for, that she is constantly talking about being a part of combat sports and had a panic attack over it. What?
And it was really horrible to watch. And I was so scared the whole time. And when you got out of the ring, as soon as the doctor checked you out, I felt a ton of relief. But I was shocked at how not fucked up you were. You were like not, I mean, like you got bruised, but your brain was so fine. Yeah.
But you know, a fight's competitive.
But I will say the CT thing, you don't I'm shocked at how little your brain did get rattled.
The only thing that really might have come from it is just mixing up Charlize Theron with Cameron Diaz a lot or something like that.
No, it wasn't. No, it was Kristen Dunst with Cameron Diaz.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
God, this is so boring. This is so boring. These people are just like anti-content. Like, genuinely, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. The minute they brought up the Cameron Diaz thing, it just hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. These are the most boring people that want you to think that they're cool. Like, I know that's like an obvious fucking take, but like, it really just like hit me as like a Mack truck. Like, it really just hit me that way.
Sure. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I do that, but my brain got a little bit sharper after SSRI. I also
Wait, your brain got sharper after SSRI? Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Class of drug that is typically used is antidepressants. Why are you telling people what medication you're on? Why are you doing this, Anisa?
So, like, I kind of get women with baby fever because I have puppy fever. You know what I mean?
It's not the same. Women, I have a question. Is baby fever the same as puppy fever? Like when a woman gets excited to have a baby, or like they want to pass, like they want like a generation later on, I don't think it's the same as being excited to have a puppy. It's not the same, Anisa. You can't understand what a woman who's ready for motherhood thinks, bro. It's not the same.
You mean like when you see a puppy, you're like, I want more?
Yeah. And I remember when Merlin was a puppy, and I'm like, oh my God, that was the best time ever. I want another puppy. But I don't have like baby fever. I'm never like, I don't like see a baby and I'm like, oh my God, like give me that.
You got the puppy fever.
Like you've never hung out with your friends who have kids and see how happy they are and go, that looks cool. Like you've never once like thought that at all. Like that looks like fun, having a family. Like having a nuclear family, the parents are both involved in the kid's life, the kid's growing up well, you watch them grow with the family. You never just went like, that's cool. Never. Like, that's crazy to me.
And said,
right, you're right, Shat, you're right. They have no real friends.
I thought that.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I had always thought that Ian was the only one who was going to watch it anyway.
He is, but this is the thing with Ian. He's either working, eating my food, or sleeping.
Working? I could have sworn another episode of The Bog you said all Ian does is play video games. That's why he's not uploading.
Yeah,
You got to take some time to yourself, bud.
I do.
But he does, that's the okay. Here,
What time to yourself, dude? You have no money coming in. You have no real job that we are aware of. What are you doing? No, like a serious question. If you guys are this strapped for cash to sell your house, to find a home, to move to Canada, all this shit, how aren't you like working as much as possible to make up the money that you lost? Like, I get the H3 video did really well view-wise, but like, that's a couple of grand. That's a couple of grand. That's not moving from one country to another money. No, that's not it at all. Buying a house money, that's not it. You can't just get $5,000 off of a video and go, yep, I am set. I can go weeks now without ever thinking about doing my job again. It's like, what?
here's the thing though. When he's working, I love you, but 50% of the time he is playing video games.
But like, Anisa, you just told us that your husband is hard at work and that he sleeps and eats. That's all he really does. Now it's moved to he doesn't do anything. 50% of the time, really, actually, he's just playing video games and being lazy. Why are we doing this? Why did you just do that? She's so allergic to just saying something nice about him. She'll say something nice and then backtrack and say something completely opposite, and it's negative against him. Look at him. The minute he heard that, his eyes looked up and went, fuck, they're gonna use this against us.
So
Same.
A little fun little addition.
so that's like I want you.
Ooh, that's like a fun little addition. She can't help herself, man. She can't even look at him after she said that because she knows that he's gonna look at her and go, why the fuck did you say that?
You to know we are away from each other. Like what? How many hours a day would you say we're not together? Like 8?
What do you mean not together?
Well, like we're in the house together, but you're
Like not in
in
the
your
same room or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he's in his room, like working, and I'm
Sure. Yeah.
cooking.
I'd say,
Or
like,
You just said that 50% of the time he's playing video games. You can't backtrack on that now.
my
6
mom's-
hours?
Yeah, six to
Yeah,
8 hours
on
depending on the
average,
day.
yeah.
Like he just doesn't take it. For him, movies are a nighttime activity, and when we're together is nighttime.
True.
So his brain is like, I can't watch Sinners because it's nighttime and we're watching something else.
Yeah, it needs to be.
I will say
Grew
this.
up in. Everyone around me was stoic, and it was seen as like
I can't listen to the stoic thing again. Please don't make me listen. Ozzy, what the fuck? Don't make me listen to the stoic thing again.
altruistic almost to be stoic. So
It's just safe.
yeah.
You know, safe to not experience a range of things. But I think it's important to acknowledge that there is a range, and the range is there.
Yeah.
You're not,
A range of stoicism. There is not a range. I'm sorry. You're either stoic or you're not stoic. I am not a stoic person. I like to animate. I like to be loud. I like to fucking scream shit. I like to go outside and say dumb shit. I like to go drink and party and be a fucking monster and shit, right? I like that. It's fun. Stoic is what I would describe my friend Ed as, okay? Ed is a quiet, naturally quiet, 6'3" motherfucking giant, okay? That dude is stoic as fuck. Like, he'll just sit there with his arms crossed and just exist. He just does this. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, that is more stoic to me than what the fuck Idubbbz is. I've never seen Ed cry. In 20 years of knowing this motherfucker, I have never seen any emotion out of that guy. That is stoic to me. This is not stoic.
I'm trying to think of the stoic, like a good use of the stoic philosophy. And it's probably very meta. Rather than just the human experience
Yeah.
is its own thing. Maybe stoic philosophy in your business presentation or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Dealing with a
Yeah, being
narcissistic
professional.
freak.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
stoic,
true.
Probably.
Or being an
Oh my god, did she just call herself a narcissistic freak?
Dealing with a
Yeah, being
narcissistic
professional.
freak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Experience
Yeah.
is its own thing. Maybe stoic philosophy in your business presentation or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Dealing with a
Yeah, being
narcissistic
professional.
freak.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if Idubbbz is stoic just from dealing with you, Anisa, I guess you could give him that.
Probably.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
stoic,
true.
probably.
Yeah, they must have just learned what the word stoic means.
or being an anchor to people who are
Right.
like able to more express themselves.
The problem is though that can become such a disease as well. Like because he is more stoic than me. I've always been. Obviously, I mean that's not a secret.
Please stop using that fucking word. I can't take it anymore. Please. I can't do it. I can't hear the word stoic again. Can you delusional weirdos like stop doing this?
secret. But because he's more stoic, he often feels like he needs to be the tough one. So he won't express himself as much because I'm more active in that way.
Yeah.
No, you're crazy. Like, let's not sugarcoat it, sweetheart. You're like completely insane. If Ian is like the Rock, that is the weakest Rock I've ever seen.
I think it's good to like maybe be more aware of like trading that role.
Right,
every
what
once
the
in a while.
dynamic is, and then switch off.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot better at that. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that therapy's helped us with is making us more aware.
Thank you for telling us about your therapy sessions, guys. Totally not an emotional dumping ground.
Of that dynamic and taking care of each other better in that way.
I'll acknowledge my feelings because Anisa will be like not freaking out about some shit.
Yeah, I'm way more calm.
So I'm like, oh, I feel like
Way more calm. What about that Twitter meltdown that you had, Anisa? You're calm? You're calm. You're more calm now. Really? You're more calm. Did anyone forget that that video I put out where it's just Anisa crashing out over Olivia and AB? But she's totally less crazy now. She's more calm. Totally. So wait, Ian's plays video games, molds about commentary all day, and spends all night watching movies and stewing on the coverage, I guess.
like I can talk to you about it because I don't have to be the
Literally, Laz, that's what I was thinking, is that she's like, I'm calm. I'm so fucking calm. I know I'm calm. What are you talking about? I am literally the calmest person that you've ever met. Like, that's how I picture, like, Anisa meeting people that know that she's, like, a shitty person, and they're like, hey, I heard this stuff about you. She's like, I'm calm. What are you talking about? I'm a calm person.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No homo.
Thank you for the
Uncle
5Z.
Nas had a bunch of rock in his yard you can crumble with your handy and is one of those.
Jesus
the
Christ.
strong one.
Yeah, I'm a lot more chill now. It's really hard to affect me. It's kind of shocking, actually, how hard it is to affect, especially online stuff. It's like I don't care even remotely anymore.
Yeah, that's been a huge relief for me.
For the past like year and a half.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. No worries, Gabe. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't like the ones where they think they're fucking body language experts, and I'm just
Oh my God. It's just them making fun of you. We're not body language experts. You guys are just really obvious with your telegraphing that you are tired of each other. And that you are constantly annoyed by shit. It's obvious. Like, it's literally just to make fun of you. That's all it is. And you take it so seriously.
sitting here, and I'm just like fucking stoic, quiet, chilling.
Stop with the word stoic, Ian, please.
And
Yeah.
they're like, oh man, he fucking hates every word coming out of this bitch's mouth.
Bro, I'm sorry. Like, every time she says something that is negative against you, you make a face. Okay? I've seen it 1,000 fucking times. Every time that Anisa is, like, saying some nice shit about you and then backtracks and says some mean shit about you, your face goes over to her and you look upset. You're not very good at hiding your face.
I've got a
You
good
can
one.
tell
How about
he's
this?
a Killer.
I've got a good one. Cut to Ian.
Okay.
Okay, so he's wearing something reminiscent of Steve from Blue's Clues. Does this mean that he's
No, this is Chris Chan attire.
blue? That he's feeling blue? He's got the blues?
That's
Man, you literally you could do this job tomorrow.
you go if you contact Ethan Klein, he'll give you $5,000 to lie about Ian's breath.
Oh, so Anisa's like doubling down on that shit, huh? So Anisa's like doubling down on the fact that she made up a completely false narrative about the $5,000 thing. Oh, so we're just gonna keep going with that when you have no direct evidence or proof of that. Now, if Anisa can provide that proof, I will gladly retract that and say Ethan's a retard for doing that, and Ethan's paying people just to talk shit about his old friends. Like, I will gladly say that. I have no problem with it. I don't like Ethan, but like, where's the proof, Anisa? You and Idubbbz are trying to be better than the people that you have an issue with, right? That just want to make fun of you and move on with their day. So wouldn't you want to be better and release whatever sort of evidence you have of Ethan bribing people to talk shit about you? I'm just really, 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 really curious to know if you have proof of that.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. You just say a couple sentences and you'll get $5,000.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just help with a broken bottle. Like
You know.
I stand by what I
Okay.
No, I don't
I
stand
mean,
by it.
yeah,
I don't.
well, it didn't happen.
It
so,
didn't happen.
but the mistake was, especially since you looked away, was
I stand by my lie.
I stand by the misinformation that I'm spreading on the internet. Thermometer.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, so it's cool that they do something like that, but it's bad when other people do that. Got it.
Yeah. To like
And yeah, Anisa was the one that literally said your breath smells all the time. And then it was confirmed by the others, by the boxing coach.
fry.
when are you going to do like a baking stream?
I know. I want to. People keep asking for like. But here's the honest truth. The internet hates me so fucking much. Like, I know the internet was really excited when I said I was going to stream. Not the internet. A subset of the internet was really excited.
Nobody was excited that you were going to stream. You do realize that those people are just fucking with you, right? Like, the people that you think are on your side are the ones that are posting clips like this and videos like this to troll you into doing this shit. Like, you recognize that, right? Nobody was begging you to come back to streaming, Anisa. Like, I was begging you to come back as a joke because it was really funny when you tried to say, I purposely crashed out on live stream so that the commentary channels can make fun of me. It's like, no. Don't lie to yourself, Anisa.
When I said I was going to stream because they think that I'm going to, like, I don't know, shit myself and cry and, like, make content for them.
Which is what you've done 1,000 times before. What's going to change now? Your husband's doing it.
And so there's a piece of me that's like, I just don't even want to do it because they're annoying.
Like, they're gonna shit themselves and all of that.
So it's like, I just haven't decided, like, if I want to give them
jump into
stuff to
that,
care about. Not that it's more.
Bro, you do this podcast. You give us more than enough to care about to laugh at you. You give us so much content. You give us a fuck ton of content to work with from this podcast alone. You don't even need to stream, Anisa. Who's my favorite cow? Fuck.
Chris, whose favorite lolco?
It's Ian. It's Ian and I'm going with both of them. It really is. Like, before it was Doodle Tones, right? But then, like, Ian really kind of just, like, took the crown from Doodles in my brain. Like, he just snatched that shit off of that fucking mosquito-voiced freak's head and just ran with it.
More for them because they're already so
obsessed.
Like, Jar is up there. Jar's number 2. Okay, it used to be Doodle Tones, Jar, Ian, and Anisa, and then it flipped to Ian and Anisa first, Jar second, Doodle Tones third.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to, like, give them more, but I do want to do, like, either a baking stream or cooking videos or tutorials or, like.
I think at some point that'd be good.
Can you not do baking tutorials? Can you please just not do any of that? People should not be watching your cooking tutorials. I've seen what you make. It is not good. Your own husband spit out your crab cobbler or peach cobbler or whatever the fuck it was. Like, he just spit that shit out. Crab apple? It was crab apple. He ate that shit and spat it out on the floor. Like, bruh.
Good.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible. So, now that that's happened, our favorite duo, Kate and Mike, came back to the H3 podcast to talk more shit on Anisa and Ian and respond to Idubbbz's video that was essentially talking about them, the Kino Casino, everything else. So let's see what Kate and Mike have to say about the new Idubbbz updates.
Waiting room here, so as soon as you're ready, I can bring them in. You dig?
Yes, please bring them in. Yeah.
Okay. Stand by.
I literally hate H3 content, man. Like, he's gotten funny, but like I can't get behind Ethan. What the hell is this? Timestamp this shit.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I'm very sorry about that.
It's okay.
We've been flexing on the haters, I think they say. So they deserve all the time. But speaking of deserving all the time, since your first appearance, which by the way everybody loved.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Since then, though, Anisa and Idubbbz had a lot to say about you guys.
Yeah.
A lot is an understatement. I know Ethan's kind of just like gilding it a little bit, but like, come on.
Wow. Very interesting business. What did you guys think of the response there?
First of all, it came 3 months. I feel like it came when she told him it was allowed to come versus.
Now, obviously, that's him making a joke. He has no idea if that's true. But it's like, I wouldn't be shocked. You know what I mean? With like how they've been operating on the internet for as long as they have now. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they just sat there and they were like, Ethan, it's totally fine for you to, Ian, it's totally fine for you to now fight for my honor. I don't know how you needed 3 months to respond to that. That is interesting.
Is when it should have actually came.
If I had to choose to smash a lol cow, none of them. They're all disgusting or pedophiles. I'm not gonna. No, none of them.
I don't know if they had took that long just to put together that video or what it was, but and then he did a 6.5 hour stream afterwards, which I don't think anybody has 6.5 hours to watch him cry and complain. Even though
you'd be surprised how many people watch that 6.5 hour live stream, Mike.
he claimed that I was crying during the whole interview. I feel like we all know that even though he claims that he's very stoic, he's actually the one that was crying.
You've spent time with Ian. Do you believe him to be?
Oh, I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this for later.
Yeah, watch out for his...
I saw this get posted on the forums. I'm just gonna pull that up for you guys. Okay. I'm just gonna. What the fuck is this? Nathan. Who the fuck is this? Is this Dad? Ugh. Dad is such a whiner.
This is.
Ugh. I don't like Dad. I got so much shit from shitting on Dad, dude. I got so much shit.
Be stoic?
Not at all. No.
I don't like Dad, dude. I really fucking don't.
He's the opposite of stoic. He's literally the opposite of stoic. If he was stoic, it would first of all, he wouldn't cry as much as he does. We wouldn't have known about all the complaining. We wouldn't have known any of the issues that we knew about. We only knew about all those issues because he's not stoic.
Oh, I have a good one. He says he's stoic. He's more just like ick.
Yeah, yeah. The last of it.
Terrible joke.
Right. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
You guys were there for that. Remember.
I have bad breath.
So let me think. What were his big issues with the stuff?
Well, so I wanted to say like a few things. First of all, he claimed that we were on the show for money when everyone knows that wasn't true. So he claimed multiple times that we were paid $5,000 to be on the show. No,
he did that and his wife did that, which is kind of crazy with no evidence whatsoever. Now, I understand that they are doing the same thing that Mike and Kate's doing. Mike and Kate haven't really provided any sort of proof of the conversations that they've had with Ian and Anisa in regard to the bonus or anything else like that. To be fair to Ian and Anisa, which is a crazy thing for me to say. But the thing is, though, is that Ian and Anisa consistently, every single fucking time that they get into a drama, a fight, anything, they're usually making shit up. So I am more inclined to believe the two normies that have really nothing to lose versus the two that are constantly trying to refurbish their image.
We wanted to be on the show, and I made it very clear in the beginning. Ian lacks comprehension, and it's very obvious by his video that he lacks comprehension, or Anisa has not told him what comprehension is, so he's not allowed to have it. But the whole purpose of me being on the show in the first place was to separate my brand from his. I did not want my brand to be affiliated with his brand. I don't care if I'm on here saying these things about him because what we said was facts, and he couldn't dispute the facts. He would even come back and try to have a lie counter. But his lie counter, he would say we lied, and then right after he said we lied, he would literally say the same story that we said, but from his point of view. But it kind of proved that we were telling the truth and he was lying, and he didn't have it. For just one example is he said that during the Alex Hearn sparring session that he was supposed to spar that day. But then he's like, I had no mouthpiece. Why would you have no mouthpiece if you were supposed to spar that day, right? So literally during the story, we could tell you why what he says isn't true, but once again, he doesn't have comprehension. Plus, a lot of what I was telling was actually trying to stick up for him. And I was trying to say, no, that they didn't just rip people off. It was just out of negligence. I actually tried to stick up for him.
Ironically, that is you defending him, kind of.
Which he did do, like, a bunch of times. He's like, well, it didn't fail for him to, like, take the money in, like, Creator Clash 2 or 3 for the express purpose of Ian to make money. Well, 3, they found out that they were going to be taking a 34% cut. And then their excuse was, well, we weren't in charge of that. They were just going to give us that money. But, it's a charity event. Like, come on.
Yes, yeah, and I even tried to bring AB in on certain things, like, oh, it is difficult for sparring. I understand, like, I wasn't trying to give him shit for being
I will never forgive you for that, Mike. That's my opinion, and me saying, it's cost me a world of hell.
Yeah, well, shut up, AB. It was like, what? And then,
oh, yeah, I also forgot that Anisa lied about the coach doing creepy shit to her because she was crying, and he was like, I'll hug you, like, are you okay? And she's just like, ah! Like, I tried to equate it to that being a creepy man thing. Like, I don't. Okay.
And the funny thing is this too.
Shut up,
AB's a cat. Ban him. It's like, what? Ban him? What is he doing?
Ban him.
Ban him. Ban him.
Dude, Idubbbz was banning people before they could even type. Like, I saw that stream. Before people could even type, people were getting banned. Like, he was just sitting there going, hit. Oh, that's a creator that made fun of me. Ban. Like, he's watching. On Twitch, you could have a full list of how many people are in your chat and the accounts that are in the chat just watching, lurking, or writing. And he's looking at that list and seeing if, like, myself or fucking Sensitive Society or Lemur or fucking Diorio or Keem or any one of us are just watching it. He'll just ban you.
If you see him, ban him and block him. Yeah.
It's so funny. But, like, so there's several things. First of all, I did say that he paid me, and I did get paid what I was charging him. So I never said that he didn't pay me.
No, you said he paid you.
I did say he paid me. But the thing is he also tried to put it out of context.
And this is the thing, right? He did get paid. He never said he didn't get paid in regard to, like, his actual training time. The bonus was something he didn't get paid. The condition, though, is that according to Mike and Kate, is that they actually took on a pay decrease because they only charged for one fighter, not Ian and Anisa at the same time. And that was the frustration, and that it chipped into Ian's own training because he had to train Anisa as well.
$32,000.
And Idubbbz just totally didn't respond to that. I never saw a clip of him acknowledging that.
Dude, I was with you for 11 months, and when they first hired me, let me put some context to this, even though Ian doesn't understand context or comprehension. But let me tell you, like, when they first came to hire me, they said he had no previous experience boxing or any other sport. So I told him he was going to be very expensive because he was going to have to be doing doubles every day. Also, he was originally supposed to fight Rice Gum, and I said, okay, two guys that have never played a sport a day in their life. This won't be that hard. But at the same time, I did tell him it would be doubles 5 days a week, and those would be 2 2-hour sessions. So keep in mind, a lot of fighters that were like, oh, I didn't
Never, Raccoon. Absolutely never.
Pay my coach that much. You weren't with your coach for 11 months trying to do doubles, as well as I traveled with him we were in Florida for 2 weeks the first time, 3 weeks the second time. We went to LA, we went to Vegas. Keep in mind, every time I travel, I'm not able to work with my other clients. Also, I do have other professional fighters that I was working with. And during that time when I was out in Florida, I was not able to work with my professional fighters. So I had to put out their work to other people, hoping that they would get the same work that they would get with me, which I know isn't going to happen. So I'm making a lot of sacrifices for him. Also, he tries to act like $32,000 over that much time is so much money, but then they're paying comedians $20,000.
I'm sorry, dude guy. What the fuck did Anisa lie about? The funniest thing from the new info is Anisa lying about being in a porno with Mia Khalifa. What? She did what? Was it a joke or was she like completely serious? What are you talking about? It's later in this interview. Okay.
$1,000 just to show up to the fucking gala.
Not only that, I want to share that if you, we have recordings of the
You guys can't be fucking serious.
time that Michael has to train Anisa before Ian's session. So Michael is training 2 people for the price of 1. So whatever that number he came up with, 32,000, whatever, for 2021, 22, and 23, he really needs to take that and times that by 2 because Michael has trained both of them.
At least by 1.5. Because usually if it's 2 people, it's $150 an hour versus 100. And a lot of people in LA still charge $150 an hour for private sessions, right?
Well, I mean, my immediate reaction was like, it's not that much money, considering like you described it, so it's even more obvious. And AB, you were gonna say.
Yeah, so my coach, I feel like is a bad example because it was like the first time he started training. But I know most of us trained for like 5 months. I'd say roughly around, at least me. That's what it was.
So he
for
did
me.
double the time, and you were traveling with him, training 2 people. I mean, it's really not that much money. It's fine, but he made it seem like you were like insanely well paid.
Right. Well, and I did say he paid me well, but the thing about it was, we literally had the conversation, him and Anisa had the conversation about so he tries to act like because they didn't use the word promise. I didn't promise I was going to put you on the documentary. I didn't promise I was going to give you your bonus. But for me, when we have conversations where he's like, oh, we're going to make a documentary about the whole thing. He even came on your show and talked about how they were going to release the documentary on everything. So when he says that, it's like crazy to me. It's like, dude, you had talked about it in public to multiple people about the documentary. He went down to LA and videotaped people and got interviews before and after the fights. He was supposed to make a documentary. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's no narrative, blah, blah, blah. And that, which one?
I don't know how you fail to make a narrative for a up-and-coming grassroots boxing event that a beloved YouTuber put together. How do you not have a narrative there? It's that these random retards are all gonna fight. I put this together myself because of the Rice Gum stuff and I fell in love with this stuff. How is there not a narrative there? How are you like that inept to not be able to build like some form of storyline based upon that stuff? You also failed to at least make anything meaningful of the actual event, where with Dr. Mike, there was no beef, none of that stuff. You said you didn't want to do like what the regular boxing people do. I'm sorry, bro. Like, people watch boxing for the beef, and then they finally get to fight. You were just lazy, Ian.
Once again, makes no sense. And he's like, oh, you make...
It's just, it's not a factor of it making sense or not. It's that he was being lazy. Lazy.
Documentary. Dude, I'm a fight coach. I don't make documentaries. What the hell are you talking about? So it's just so weird. It's like, oh, Ian, you become a fight coach. You know, oh, it's so easy, you do it. It's just like, all of his arguments made no sense. And so it was just the bonus thing. Yes, you did. You and Anisa literally came to me and told me everyone involved was getting a bonus, which to me meant also coaches would be getting a bonus, right? Or they would be...
Oh, I forgot. If I call Idubbbz lazy, like he said in the ChrisTheNarc video, apparently that is a really mean thing to say about people, is to call them lazy. I forgot. My brother, the ChrisTheNarc. My brother in crime.
And the fighters could decide what the coaches deserved.
But it's his event. It's his event. He's the guy with the money, and he's telling you, his coach, everybody gets a bonus.
Yes, we literally had that conversation. He's trying to say we didn't, but once again, in his video...
Has ChrisTheNarc's why would I get contacted by ChrisTheNarc?
When he tries to say the things that he didn't do, he then...
We're in 2 totally different genres, bro.
Goes and says, oh, but we did do this. He even starts the video by saying something completely crazy. He's like, my coach is so insecure that he cares if his fighters lose because he thinks that they're...
It's not a matter of insecurity when you put your passion into something and you love that something and you want to see it succeed, and then you get upset when it doesn't work out. That's a base human emotion. That's not insecurity. Insecurity is constantly talking about your fucking problems on a public platform every single day for people to watch, and they complain when people make fun of it. That's insecurity.
Reflection on him. Yes.
Sorry, Ian. Maybe you should know the difference between those two. One person has pride in what they do in their life, while you are dying slowly on the inside.
I do care. I care more if they lose than you care, Ian. I cared way more if he lost than he cared. That was part of the...
And then also it affects his business. If they come out, if people are going to this guy to get trained to be professional fighters or better fighters in general, and then his clients lose, that means less people are going to refer him to other fighters to be trained by him. It directly affects his business. Of course, he's going to be upset. That is,
the problem with training
Did he
him.
really say that?
Yeah, in the video, he literally
crazy.
starts it with saying, this coach is insecure because he cares about his fighters winning and losing. It's just, or losing. And it's like, yeah, I literally care. I care more than he did about whether he won or lost. And imagine trying to train a fighter that doesn't care if they lose. You're just like, no, you should be training to win. Alex Wasabi's training to win. Dr. Mike is training to win. Dr. Mike had 10 years experience. We're doing this in 10 months. You need to be putting in doubles. You need to be putting in the work. Then they went on and said they had no strategy for the fight, which was crazy. Well, Anisa said that they had no strategy, when literally, I mean, we have footage. As soon as we found out it was Dr. Mike, I was like, I need you to pressure and I need you to throw overhands. Because I need you to, if you smother somebody, they're not allowed to use their athleticism. And if you throw a lot of overhands, because Dr. Mike had his lead hand low and he would slap with his punches, which is a very like amateurish thing to do, is like slap with the punch versus really turning the knuckles over. And I saw all this in the footage. So I had a perfect game plan. You know who executed that game plan? Was Chris Avia in Dr. Mike's next fight. So watching Dr. Mike's fight where Chris Avia is pressuring him, hitting with overhands, and Dr. Mike complaining the whole time, I'm like, Ian, that was our strategy. And then he tried to say that he did do his cardio, but we know he didn't do his cardio. One, because he was gassing out. Even the people, we did the
which he is right. Like, if you watch back to the Ian fights, I wonder, can I pull this up? Like, did Creator Clash upload that?
Folks, we have a minute left in this round. It's not a 2-minute.
Like, you can see how exhausted Idubbbz is in like 2 minutes of the fight. Look at this.
As the fight goes on, it might lean towards Idubbbz.
Like, look how tired he is. You literally just need to watch 2 minutes of the fight to understand how gassed he was. Look how weak that punch was. If you don't watch boxing, you probably don't get it, but look at this again.
Might lean towards Idubbbz.
Look at that. He's done. He's already out of stamina. like you can literally just watch it back.
Boxing Voice, which is a podcast, and they pulled up some of his footage from training, and they said, oh, you look like you're getting tired really quickly. You're not going to get tired quickly from pad work if you've been doing your cardio. Also, he literally wasn't running or jumping rope, and when I tried to make him jump rope was when he got the shin splints. So when he got the shin splints...
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Idubbbz doing jump rope got shin splints? How fragile is this guy?
The classic shin splits.
Yeah, well, according to Anisa, that's fractured shins or whatever.
Fractured shins? What? Did Anisa really say that? See, now I need to look this up because it's going to fucking blow my mind. Injury or pain of lower tibia. No, shin splits are not fractured shins. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Was she really saying that? Like, I had shin splints when I played my fucking sports and shit in high school. But, like, that was due to, like, major work I was doing on my fucking legs. It sucks, but I didn't get it from jump roping. I got it from, like, all the other excess work I was doing. It's not a fracture. A fracture hurts way more than shin splints if you're still working out on those.
She said, like, he had fractured bones. And it's just like, come on now.
Fractured shins?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you fracture your shins? You're boxing.
Exactly. Well,
who's doing shin shots?
Well, when he was trying to jump.
Wait, you were into sports? Yeah. Yes. I don't tell people what I've done in the past and all that shit. I don't do that. The closest you got is like what I graduated college for. I'm not telling you anything else, people.
Rope. He was so clumsy jumping rope. And don't get me wrong, if somebody's new to jumping rope, this could happen. Once again, that's me sticking up for you, Ian. However, I said in July when I first hired him, you need to start jumping rope right now and doing your road work. He wasn't doing.
Dude, Gorgeous Gabe was sabotaging Ian to look better to Anisa. He like chopped him at his knees when he wasn't looking.
His road work. He thinks that doing road work like maybe once a week is doing road work for a fight. No, you need to be doing a lot more road work than that. Also, the jumping rope is very standard. I remember when I got to Florida and I saw Alex I Did a Thing and Alexi, the both I Did a Thing guys, and they were jumping rope and they jump rope so well. I was like, fuck, man. I was training these guys. And I actually did end up training Alex for the fight. That was another thing. So I'm kind of hopping around so much, but it was just like.
Anisa's a doctor, police officer, dentist, therapist, psychiatrist, coach, technician, chef. True. She's everything. She is literally a one-man army of contact sports importance.
He had so many points of contention to discredit me. I'm trying to say that.
It's football. It's always been football. I hate baseball. I will rage about football all day long. Fuck the Miami Dolphins. The Bills, I'm so glad they won, but we should not have let that game be that close.
Oh, you didn't train very many people for the fight. You just trained content etiquette, Eric, and I Did a Thing. But it's like, man, that's bullshit. When we went to LA, I helped train Michael Reeves, Hundar, AB, Minx, Matt Watson, Ryan. I'm
gonna be honest, bro. You should have put more effort into Matt Watson. You should have put a lot more work into Matt. Matt got fucking raped. Okay, he got raped in that ring. To be fair, Mike, you should have put more effort into Matt. I'll fight you. Baseball is objectively a better sport. You're just retarded.
Thing, Ian, and comment etiquette. That's 9 people.
Don't you have like a dried up fucking Dune pussy looking lesbian to fight with on Twitter for the next 3 days, Pooh? Don't you have to do that?
I can remember off the top of my freaking
Yes,
head.
because when Ian put the event together, all the YouTubers that he gathered up to fight on the card, not all of them had coaches. And so Michael was the one that was making sure that they knew, what they needed to do and what type of training and what type of coach to look for. Michael was the one that was reaching out to people and trying to find coaches for the people who didn't have coaches, right?
You were consulting for a lot of people.
Yeah, Ian wants to discredit us. He can do it all he wants. He can cry all he wants. Nobody believes him. He's pathetic. And it's just so sad that
This is why I like Kate, all right? This is what I like, Kate, because she just gets it. Like, she's just like, yeah, like, he can say whatever the hell he wants. Everyone knows he's lying. He's just pathetic. And it's like, thank you, Kate. It's the most obvious fucking take of human history, but it's a normie saying it. It's even funnier.
he has to continue to defend his marriage and who he is. Like, it's very sad.
It is very insecure. Yeah.
Oh, and that's what's crazy is he calls me insecure. I'm like, man, I'm fully secure. I just went on your show and told a bunch of facts, and he's like, what, are you going to cry? No, I'm not going to cry because you didn't invite me to the fucking gala. It shows how much of a piece of shit you are.
Yeah.
Like,
plus, who the fuck would want to go to a gala with a bunch of sweaty fucking YouTubers and Hassan Piker? Like, who the fuck would want to do that? I would kill myself. If I was like in the upper echelons of YouTube and they were like, hey, buddy, let's go to Creator Clash, I'd be like, that sounds like fun. I'll go see the event. I'll go hang out with some YouTubers, get drunk. It'll be fun. But then if Idubbbz came up to me and says, hey, man, you want to go to like this fancy fucking gala? I'd be like, no. That sounds boring as shit. Like, I want to go out to the fucking bars with the people. Like, fuck this shit. Like, I would kill myself if I was invited to a gala. I hate fancy events. I think they're boring as shit. I have to pretend to be I need to pretend that I'm like a fancy person. Fuck off.
How does he not understand? And then he even admits it. Oh, you should have asked about it.
It's the principle. It is the principle. You should invite your coach to the party that you're having for the event that he helped train you for.
Gala. Motherfucker, we did ask about the gala as soon as I figured out it was a real thing. I asked you if it was a real thing because you never fucking told us. And that was.
Were you actually going to go with Creator Clash to Froggy Fresh? No. So there was a talk for Creator Clash 3 of like, some commentary channels like going and like just laughing at the event and like just seeing how fucking terrible it was. But nobody wanted to pay for seats because nobody wanted to give money to Ian and Anisa and help them sell more seats. So nothing happened with it.
Was another thing he never addressed on his podcast or on his 6-hour cry spree.
Yeah.
That he actually never addressed the fact that he did tell his sparring partners, and Anisa's like, oh, I don't know how these people were invited. They were never fucking supposed to get the invite. But it's like Ian was the one that invited them. He personally invited them and made sure they were on the email list. How do you invite the sparring partners and not your coach, and then tell your coach, well, it wasn't about you and blah, or whatever the fuck he was saying? It was crazy. Because if we say
because you remind him of his dad, Mike, you don't understand. You remind him of his abusive father.
One thing like a little bit wrong, he'll be like, that was a lie. I never promised, even though I told you to your face and we had that.
Diorio is not the deep state, okay? The deep state is an angry bald man whose show he's losing control of.
Conversation. Also, he said,
don't kill me, Gabe.
we never had a conversation about him brushing his teeth and having tonsil stones. How would I know you have fucking tonsil stones and you're about to get?
He didn't deny it.
If we didn't have that, oh, he didn't. Okay.
No, he didn't deny the tonsil stones.
Right.
Or he said, we didn't. Maybe he did say something like we didn't talk about it, but he wasn't I don't have tonsil stones.
I have bad breath. I'm just.
He literally sent us pictures of his throat.
Why would he do that? That's disgusting.
To prove to me that he was going to get strep throat. And I'm like, dude, you don't get strep throat from tonsil stones. That's why I'm not brushing your fucking teeth.
Part of the reason why Anisa and Ian sent us a picture of his tonsil stones, right, was because Anisa did not want Ian to be doing doubles because she basically was wanting to just have a great time in Tampa with everybody else, but we needed him to continue to do his doubles. So every single day she'll find an excuse to let us know, oh, he's not feeling good. His shin splints are, kicking in and his shins hurt. Or look, he has tonsil stones.
His breath is so bad he can't come to practice tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no
I told him
sense.
use some Listerine. I said, dude, use Listerine and brush your teeth and floss.
You guys have that photo?
I can't imagine this. Like really, really thinking about this, right? Like if you really sit down and think about how stupid this fucking drama is now, like we've gotten to the point where a grown man is telling another grown man to brush his teeth because he got tonsil stones, and then that said grown man is saying the other grown man is lying about him. This is how stupid the drama got. It just hit me like a fucking Mack truck how stupid this is.
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it was with Ian or if Anisa sent it to me, and then I think Anisa blocked me on everything.
Yeah, after we came on your show back in June, right? They both blocked all of us, and both me and Michael, and so our DMs with them has vanished. But the only messages we have with them is through the phone. Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Kate and Mike, there's definitely a way for you to get those DMs. You just need to consult somebody that knows how to do that. Like Tipster did it with Craig Beckett. Like for fuck's sake, oh, not Tipster, Slug did it with Tipster.
So I mean, we'll look for it. But like, I think that might have been Anisa that sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, because she was the one that was trying to get Ian out of doing doubles a few weeks up to before the fight.
I want to see his ravaged tonsil stone filled throat.
I actually had his mouth guard. Like I was cleaning a few weeks ago, and I saw that Michael had his bare mouth guards, and I was like, hey, we should send this to Ethan.
I love it.
Yeah, but the thing is too is like if I wasn't sure about something, I wouldn't have brought it up, or I would just say literally I'm not sure. Ian's like not sure about anything, but he acts like we were lying about everything.
Well, so
sorry.
It's so obvious that he's lying, and all you have to do is just look at this claim that he continues to repeat: is that I paid you guys $5,000 to come talk shit about him, and he even like world builds around it. He's like, oh, they were afraid that if they didn't talk shit hard enough, they weren't going to get the money and all this types of stuff. It happened at the end of the episode. I mean, here I have the timestamp. You know, the irony. This happened. Sticks with all. Now this happened 3 hours in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's at the very end of our time talking to you. These socialist communists, they're always like,
this is the most easily debunkable lie that Idubbbz says about this fucking situation. He gave Ethan such an easy layup. Now, I said prior that Ethan giving Idubbbz the layup of even paying them in the first place is also retarded. So, like, I understand both sides of this argument here. But, like, this is such an easy thing to debunk that Idubbbz gave Idubbbz gave Ethan and the boxing coach and his wife. This is like the easiest fucking W for them.
I'm going to secretly take 34% and give the fighters 1%, and I'm not going to give a bonus to my actually working class and you two who are working your butts off, and I'm going to stiff them. Me, the fucking, and let me prove to you guys. I'm going to make a proclamation right here, as the resident capitalist. This was not discussed beforehand.
I don't need to watch this. Right? Yeah, I don't need to watch this.
Come on here. Everything you said is so obvious. I mean, so obvious, right? But
what's funny too about that is like Anisa always claims to be a communist, but her and Ian's jobs are the most capitalist jobs you could possibly have.
Yes, dude, I love it. Oh, Mike, you beautiful bastard. Yes. And that's the thing that they don't understand. That's the thing that Hassan doesn't understand. They're providing a service, and people are paying for said service, and they are getting rich off of said service. It is not communism. That money isn't going back to the community. That money is lining the pockets of the individuals that money is being donated to. It is not communism. Yes, Mike. Yes.
I was like, Ian made money on YouTube. Do you think every YouTuber gets deserved the same pay? You call yourself a sex worker, and don't get me wrong, I think she just puts herself in these categories so she can pretend to be a victim of certain things.
Yes.
But she calls herself
Mike,
a sex worker. Communists and sex workers are not in the same category. Make it make sense. I'm just like, nothing you say makes sense. It blows my mind. Like,
well,
okay, you're a communist.
The CEO of OnlyFans is the biggest contributor to
socialism was what they mean. Communism.
We've mentioned that a few times. $11 million, and she has no problem working for him.
And she promotes her OnlyFans on her Twitter account, which is owned by Elon. So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, if she really, really cared about the political climate, if she really cared about all this shit involving not supporting Elon Musk and not supporting these kinds of companies or Amazon or YouTube or Google that are like on the fucking list of companies to boycott, she would not engage with these websites. But she does because she's desperate for attention. And that's the only reason for it. She's desperate for attention. OnlyFans, apparently, is the biggest donator to Israel. And she is on OnlyFans. Think about that. She really cares about the Palestinian plight, right?
Literally have no idea. Like you have no morals,
no principles. None.
Yes, but they pretend like they pretend like they're better than people. So they pretend like they have these high morals and principles. I swear to God, they think empathy is a political party because Ian just put out that video having no.
Ian is on Twitch reacted to Ethan reacting to the content cop again. He's trying to get views. No, he's not. He's not live right now doing that. No fucking way. You have to be making that up. I'm not even signed into Twitch, so I can pull up his shit. Oh my God, he is.
Has to work.
I saw it. I didn't want to mention it because...
Oh my God, he literally is.
Watching that video...
He literally is.
It was clear to anyone.
That's a fan channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it right now.
Oh my God.
But,
let's shit on people.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we here for?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I at... Dude, it's crazy to me still to this day that, like, my view count is close to Idubbbz's view count. This shouldn't be a thing. This shouldn't be a thing. And the only reason that he's at 900 viewers right now is because it's about Ethan. And that's it. If he wasn't covering Ethan, if he was playing games and doing that, you know, wholesome content that he's always talked about, like, he wouldn't have the numbers he has right now. This is crazy. There's no fucking way right now. There's no fucking way. Idubbbz must really just want to give Worski and Ian and Nick more money. How many followers does he have on this fucking account? He has 164,000 followers. Jesus Christ.
No empathy for Charlie Kirk or his wife, had no empathy for me or my wife, calls her dumb as rocks. It's just like, you claim to have empathy, but I think you think that it's only whatever Anisa tells you to have empathy about. She tells him what music to listen to. She literally told him when he's hungry at the gym. And it blows my mind, the fact that, oh, he claims he has empathy. Oh, they claim to be socialist communists. They claim to be sex workers. They claim to be all these things, but it's like.
There's no way Idubbbz legit believes his current arc is the correct one. He does. He thinks this is the time now to hitch his horse to the Hassan sphere of stuff and the Destiny sphere of stuff. He really believes like this is the time to do it. This isn't like a bit that he's doing. He does believe this. And I kind of agree with Mike here that I don't want to it's so hard not to blame Anisa for everything, but to be for fairness, right? For fairness, I will say that I can believe that Anisa does tell him, hey, you should feel bad about this. And Ian says, okay, I'll feel bad about this. And if he says, you shouldn't feel bad about this, he won't feel bad about it. Like, I'm not a fan of Charlie Kirk. Never was. Never cared about Charlie. But him being shot in front of his children and wife for the world to see is a horrid act of violence. I would say that about literally anybody. The man wasn't a politician or anything. He was shot in front of his 3- and 5-year-old. That is a horrible thing, and I have empathy for that. It's a horrible situation that has happened, and a family lost their father. That's it. That's all you need. That's baseline empathy. Baseline. And Idubbbz and Anisa can't even give that.
Like, they just try to put themselves in a...
Apparently his family wasn't present. I was under the assumption that they were. So if they weren't, still... a family lost their father, and they saw on national television their father being shot or husband being shot. How do you not have like a little level of empathy to feel sympathetic to the children and to the wife? Like, how don't you have like some baseline feeling of like empathy towards the family that just lost their father and husband? That's real empathy. That's you being a human. And Ian turns around and says, man, fuck him. Hate the guy all you want, but at least understand that it's terrible that somebody lost their father and husband.
The box to be like, hey, look, we're this and you're not, therefore you're a bad person.
It's the virtue signaling, right? They get to reap the social credits of being like, I'm a fucking communist and I do all these things right and I have all these great beliefs. But I mean, like, meanwhile, they never talk the talk, they never walk the walk, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. And when it comes to, you know, supporting people, let the fucking capitalists take over. This time, you had no incentive to do this other than your rage.
They also, yes.
Well, we all mutually despise you guys were genuinely shocked. Evil people. I'll put it in your mouth a little bit. But I want to say here to you guys, you should have never got more than it from us. We talked to everybody said there was a bonus, that he told them there would be a bonus. The first year there was a bonus, and then everyone we talked to said the second year they were told there would be a bonus. So like everything you're saying completely corroborated by everyone else's.
I didn't think about that, Dr. Smiles. See, now I got distracted. I got distracted by Dr. Smiles' comment before he deleted it. What is Alec Gunter's take on the Charlie Kirk situation? I'm so curious now.
You know,
right.
I'll probably have to look that off screen.
Yeah, he's so hurt right now because he knows that we're telling the truth, and that's the reason.
And then Ian's saying this stuff, right? He's like, I never promised a bonus. I never talked about a bonus ever in my entire life. Never did it, never did it, never did it. And then there's apparently people in the Creator Clash camp that are snitching on him saying, yeah, he actually did promise a bonus or say that there was going to be a bonus. How doesn't he know that people are snaking him left and right? What is this? I'm so afraid. Oh, yeah. I know. Idubbbz retweeted a Shadman drawing. I know that.
Reason why he thought it was so important for him to put out that video and then to stream for 6 hours just crying his heart out.
Calling us crybabies.
Yeah, calling us crybabies, but you're the one crying on screen for 6 hours. I don't know how that's a thing. So, you know, he's so hurt because the truth is out and he doesn't know how to defend himself. Right. He's a pussy and he can't defend himself.
He says that like it's proof that there was no bonus because I didn't reach out to him about a bonus. He even said he even said that he paid me timely.
Oh, he replied to the Shadman tweet? Oh, did he now? Oh my. ... Uh-oh, Ian. Uh-oh.
With everything, right? There's a couple things that one, he always paid me timely. So two, and he tells me there's a bonus, and then he doesn't pay me. I'm like, oh, okay, there must not have been a bonus. So I'm not going to reach out to him about a bonus that I don't think exists until I find out from Harley and everyone else when they came clean about a $27,000 bonus. And I'm like, well, shit, I thought there was no bonus because you paid me timely with everything. You tell me there's a bonus, and then you never fucking paid me. So I'm like, how does that?
Literally every creator that you've ever known in your entire life and watched are on the Shadman list.
Prove that I should have been hitting you up about the bonus. You literally said,
except for Keemstar, and Colossal is crazy.
You paid me for everything all the time. There's so many like layers that just prove how he's lying. The other thing about that was the conversation at Denny's. First of all, I wasn't clowning Denny's.
He went on Leave Denny's alone. He got really defensive. Do you notice that of Denny's?
Dude, one of my favorite clips on the internet is "What the fuck is up, Denny's?" You know, like. And
why are we defending Denny's here? Why are we trying to defend Denny's, bro? Denny's is shit. Denny's has been shit for decades. The only time I've ever stepped foot into a Denny's is like borderline blackout drunk. Who goes to Denny's like on a random day? I've never in my life met someone that's like, hey bro, sober, let's go to Denny's. I've never heard those words sober in my entire life.
You can have a concert at Denny's and party for independent whatever rock or whatever. So I'm just like, that's one of my favorite clips on the internet because I'm old school internet. I'm
literally not on the Shadman list. I wasn't even around on the internet as like a Twitter account or anything for the Shadman stuff. You're funny though.
Involved with the new internet. But anyways, so it wasn't Denny's we had a problem with. The problem was he was so soft from the way that we had talked to him, where one, he did cry at the
Gilded, I know you're not sober because you get liquor through your Patreon, so that doesn't count.
Jim, because as soon as we got into the car, I told Kate, I was like, hey, he was literally crying. I think we're gonna have issues. And then right after that was when he called us to have the meeting at Denny's. I don't care the meeting was at Denny's.
So let me just unpack this because I know he gets defensive about this. What's wrong with him crying after getting beat up in the ring?
There's nothing wrong with it, actually. The problem was that then he came to me and said that it was the way that I talked to him.
That he reminded, that Michael reminded Ian of his father.
Yeah.
That's where it went completely left. Like, you cannot be upset at your coach and say, hey, by the way, I have huge daddy issues, and therefore I hate you now, and I'm going to fire you. Like, that makes no sense.
Not even the firing. He was blaming me for why the sparring session didn't go the way he wanted it to. They were blaming me for why he froze because of past traumas. And
that is the most pathetic thing imaginable. You are being trained to enter into a combat sport. You are being trained to be hit. You are going to get yelled at by your fucking coach. Even games that don't involve contact or combat sports, your coach is going to yell at you. Your coach is going to be hard on you because that is their job. You can't turn around and start going, it reminds me of my abusive father. It's like, buddy, you're a pussy.
Past traumas isn't
You're not a
something to make fun
therapist,
of.
you're a boxing coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the past traumas isn't something to make fun of. The crying about isn't something to make fun of. The blaming your boxing coach and then making him feel like, hey, you can't talk to him in a way that's necessary to train you for the fight because you will. They were like, oh, we weren't going to fire him. Dude, you told me you were going to have to find another coach that could talk to you properly if I didn't change how I talk to you. So why am I going to then
Did I hear what Boogie said about Charlie Kirk? I assume Boogie had a retarded take that is going to make me want to like bitch slap him when I see him in person again.
And send you all these messages and be like, yo, where the fuck is my bonus? Or even in a nice way, where's my bonus? Plus, another thing about this, he tried to say that I asked for a loan. I didn't ask for a loan. I asked for him to be a guarantor on our gym. And at that time, we had capital.
Thank you for the $9.99.
The gym at that time, too, that we were looking at was a smaller place. Right now, we're looking at a bigger place, which I like, to be honest, like, we don't have all the capital for that right now. We're trying to put it all together. We're trying to get people together to help with that. But at that time, we did have the capital for the place we were looking at. So I'm like, hey, could you be a guarantor? All Anisa ever talked about was how much money they have, how rich they are.
Yes.
So,
Oh my gosh. So
Bro, I'm gonna be realistic here. Again, I think it's weird that they came up to them and were like, hey, like, you got all this money, you want to like sign on as a guarantor? Like, Ian should have just said no. I do think it's weird that they approached them about that, because if I was rich and then people came up to me and said, hey, can you do this? I'd be like, no, because I'm not that invested into it. But like, if Ian at any point like hinted at like, yeah, or I'll think about it or something, that's on Ian for being an idiot.
I don't know if you guys have noticed. She's obsessed with counting my money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's obsessed with you and Ila and H3, and she's always like wanted to take AB and Lena from you guys. She's always wanted to have something of her own that would be similar to the.
She wanted to take Lena and AB. I'm sorry, what?
And
counting my money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's obsessed with you and Ila and H3, and she's always like wanted to take AB and Lena from you guys. She's always wanted to have something of her own that would be similar to the H3 podcast. That's the reason why Michael and I did not have a heart to tell AB and Lena.
This makes sense. Look at their podcast, The Bog. Look at She Ruined My Career. They're literally just trying to ape the H3 podcast, just not on a live stream. They're trying to do a podcast. They're trying to be fun in their own fucking cringe, disgusting way. And they have Dan, who's essentially just fucking... What the hell's the guy's name that does all of H3's work? He's the bald guy. I already forgot who the fuck that guy is. Holy shit. Like, I made a joke about being a better producer than him when I was on the show. It was a total lie. But like Dan, it's Dan. Then who's the other guy? Are there two Dans? Wait, does Idubbbz and Anisa have a Dan and then they have a Dan on the H3 podcast? Dane. Oh, Dane. Okay, so it's Dan and Dane. So wait a minute. It really is like they're just trying to ape that. They're really just trying to ape it. Huh.
You know, even though we knew they were like, we knew that Ian and Anisa were just simpletons and they're evil, right? We didn't have the heart to tell AB and Lena because we saw that, like, you know, they liked them and they didn't know better, you know? So it was sad. But when we saw the last video of AB coming out and sharing all the stuff that he had to put up with the last year and a half, it was really sad, you know, and it broke our hearts that they actually went through that. We didn't know. We just thought that maybe, you know, they like him a lot and then they just kind of went on the ride. We had no idea about the blackmailing, you know, all that stuff. So it's horrible.
I'm not surprised though. Also, like, we knew from the start, one of the reasons that we never came to like AB and everyone else about how fake they were, one, we knew that like AB was close with them, but we also knew Ian and Anisa were only after AB for Lebanese clout.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do.
Bruh. Imagine trying to co-op. Imagine trying to just be friends with Lebanese creators so that you look cooler to the Lebanese creator community. Can't you just enjoy people? Like, why do you need to like pick them for their race, dude?
Do with actually being good people or like, oh, we really click with these people. Anisa wanted to hang out with other Arabs or
They said that last time. Yes, I remember them talking about that. Anisa really wants to hang out with like Arab creators and all this other gay shit, which like, I don't know why you would do that. Wouldn't you want, like, wouldn't a true leftist and progressive individual want to hang out with all kinds of people? White, black, Arab, fucking Middle Eastern, like fucking Asian. Like, wouldn't you want to be like cool with all kinds of denominations of people instead of just trying to surround yourself with your race, which Anisa isn't Lebanese. She is 8% Lebanese. She is not 50% like she tried to say, just to keep that in mind.
Partial Arabs to prove how Arab she is.
Yeah.
Even though,
So sad.
keep in mind, Ian ripped the Quran in half on live. And also,
I know, man.
he denounced being a Muslim on camera.
I saw that too. So what do you call that when you renounce being a Muslim? It's really bad, right?
A kafir. No,
It's called
kafir means
a
non-believer.
apostle. No, there's a name for it, but yeah, I think those two are probably some of the worst things
No blacks and whites.
that you can do as like a devout Muslim. I mean, tearing the Quran in half is fucking insane.
No, I mean, yeah, I've said a few prayers for him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Unless
we got
he's
AB
religious.
praying for his cursed
Yeah,
status.
I see my grandma like a force ghost when I saw that. She's like, he's going to hell. I'm like, no.
I wonder what AB thought of the video of Anisa denouncing her Muslim roots. I'm just curious. Does AB say anything about that? Anisa on Frogan's Muslim podcast would be so funny. It's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time that Frogan gets her on to talk about like the hate and H3. It's only a matter of time, and we are gonna make generational money off of that fucking episode.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of fighters now, some publicly, some privately, but one commonality between them all is they all fucking hate Anisa.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's crazy, Knight? I also completely forgot about Frogan until fucking Killjoy brought it up. I haven't heard anything about Frogan in forever. That's how like little of an impact this fat fucking disgusting whale has on like anybody, is that like they're already forgotten about. Who's the other guy? Sean the Black. The guy that Leon says is the reason slavery still exists, which is true.
Oh yeah, and also I want to say, like, I don't know, because I know that Minx did not fight on the second. I mean, she's kind of just been off the card ever since CC1. But Minx is another YouTuber that I always felt that Anisa was like jealous of, and she also was.
Minx, Anisa maybe was jealous of just a Minx. I don't know how you could be jealous of just a Minx with like her blade level alcoholism, but you know,
it's not very nice to Minx, and so I just wanted to put that out there.
Minx, if you have a story, come forward.
Just a Minx isn't going to join your side, buddy. She's not going to tell a story. She's going to waste your fucking time, Ethan.
And also, the thing about it was, he said, like, on his video, because there's so many things that he said on his video, it was insane. Also, nobody watched all 6.5 hours, so I have no idea what all of it was.
Yeah.
However, I did see some things that I'm able to, like, rebuke on here, or, like, just tell the truth, which everything was the truth. We only spoke facts, and then he spoke, like, some of his feelings about our facts to try to disprove them. Also, the lie counter was hilarious. He'd be like, that was a lie, click, 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 like 3, 4, 5 lies. It's like, first of all, what was the lie, and how did it end up at 26 out of nowhere, or whatever the hell the number was? But also, yeah, he said that right after I hit him up about the being a guarantor, not alone, but being a guarantor, was when Kate asked him. But I had asked him sometime between July and September of after Creator Clash. So keep in mind, this is Creator Clash.
Nick believes that Anisa is insecure when it comes to women who are more successful than her. I can see that. I can actually agree with that. Because anytime Anisa gets into beef with women, it's always like way more successful women than her. And then she always like throws that success in their face. That actually makes sense. Nick actually has a good point there.
ended in April, I believe.
Yeah.
And then so it's like May,
Like,
June.
if you just look back on all the times Anissa's like picked fights with other female creators, it's always like way more successful ones. It's always ones that she used to be friends with and they blew up and they got famous. And the next thing you know, she's chopping them at the knees. That, I can see that. That actually makes sense.
June, July, August. So sometime between July or September was when I asked him about being a guarantor. When she reached out to him about child marriage was January. And he said he was extremely offended that I would ask him to be a guarantor. Keep in mind, that's not putting up any money.
Yeah, I don't even understand that. He could have just...
Like, I understand, like, it's not putting up any money. It's still a weird thing to ask. I'm going to kind of push back on Mike on this one. That's just me, though. That's me personally.
politely said I can't do it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, they could have just said that as well. If they didn't say that, like if Ian just went, "Oh, I can't believe you would ask me that," that's a little fucking ridiculous. You just got to be like, "I don't really feel comfortable doing that." You know, hopefully you guys figure it out. That's fine. You could have just said that. But I have a weird feeling that Idubbbz was just like, ugh. Like, he can't control his facial expressions when he's annoyed by something. So I can picture that.
He could have, but also
he goes, "I was super nice." All I said was, and then he actually says it. He goes, "In no world can I give you money." I was like, "That's not nice. That's insane. What the fuck?"
He is insane. And I'm so glad that he put out that video saying that he admitted to texting that to us. Because when I saw the text message, I was just so shocked. Like, how could this be Ian? We've been there with him throughout the past 3-4 years. Like, I don't understand, you know what I mean? And so for him to come out and say those were his words and he, signs off on it, I'm just like, wow, he's a horrible person.
Yeah, and then he also, the way he talked about the political activism you're doing about child brides, the way he's like, "I saw it and I just was mad, so I closed it and never sent it to Anisa."
That really was a crazy fucking line. He was just like, "I don't really care about these kids. I don't care about actually helping people. I don't care about any of that." It made me upset. So I didn't tell my wife, who apparently really cares about shit like this. Like, I can't, like, I couldn't imagine, like, if somebody texted me and said, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Like, or do you want to be involved in this? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, it's something so simple. You just support it. You know, if you're friends with somebody and you care about somebody and you believe in their cause, you're going to help them. Ian and Anisa can't fucking do that.
Why would you be mad for 4 months after? He's saying he was mad because I asked him to be a guarantor, not alone, a guarantor. He's like, "I lost my ass on all this stuff." And first of all, if you constantly talk about how much of
Reaper's right. I also don't believe he didn't tell Anisa. I don't believe that to save my fucking life.
a millionaire you are, and then
Really?
you're mad.
I don't think they are, by the way. I think they lost. I think they lost the vast
Yeah, I mean, like,
amount of their fortune.
for Ian to say that, like, oh, he didn't show Anisa, that's a lie. We know that Ian and Anisa are one. And
Exactly.
It could be that he really doesn't care, or Anisa want he to take the blame. And there's the third option that Idubbbz is trying to like take all of the anger onto himself so that his wife doesn't get shit on. There's also that third option.
He's covering for her.
Yeah, he's
I think the third option is funnier.
covering for her. You know,
She's
what
a
I mean?
feminist.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe in that.
She's a feminist. Anisa is the most anti-feminist woman I've ever met ever seen in my entire life on the internet. Like, it's actually the worst. Like, there are people that are like, "Man, like, feminism this, feminism that," and I'm like, "Oh, whatever." Like, yeah, women deserve, basic human rights. Women deserve equal pay. Like, I'm all for that. But like, Anisa takes the feminism thing to like an nth degree that just dehumanizes women, and then she'll get upset if women don't act like what she expects women to be, which in my opinion is sexist of women. But like, fuck me, right?
That screenshot, the DM that she shared, right, to try to expose, Olivia, like she said in there that, "Oh, I care about women and, children or girls." I'm just like, you're fake.
Yeah.
You're so fake.
Yeah. And being so mad about me asking not for a loan, but a guarantor for somebody that's supposed to be a millionaire,
Just say no.
multi-millionaire.
Well,
Just say no.
something.
But also,
Something nice.
you can't tell me you're extremely mad about it. And then 4 months later, the latest I asked him was September. My wife asked him in January, the following year, 2024, about supporting a bill. And he's still so mad that he can't even show the message to Anisa and just closes it. It's like, bro, how much did you hate us? And why did you hate us so much?
Because you remind him of his dad.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. That's literally what it is, truly. If you really just sit and pause, like, how can you hate these two people so much before all of this shit happened? If it wasn't for that one particular thing that they brought up as an issue. Like, that to me makes way more sense. That is like the crux of it. And Ian and Anisa never got over that. Ian in particular.
How sad, right?
It's odd, right? And I'm not going to make fun of dad trauma. Like, my dad was deported when I was 13 years old. So I'm like, man, we a lot of us have.
I'll make fun of dad trauma. I don't give a shit. Are you kidding me? Like, you're telling me that the trauma that Ian went through was being yelled at by his dad? Are you fucking kidding me? That's not trauma. That's called being parented. If you're getting yelled at by your dad, it's just another fucking day in the life, dude. Like, actual trauma is like physical assault, all this other shit that is like way worse. You getting yelled at is not fucking something that should be traumatic for you. I'm sorry.
Daddy issues, right? It's like, man, my dad was reported when I was 13. We lost touch with each other for 12 years. I was fortunate enough to be a part of his life for the last 12 years before he passed in 2022. But it was just like the way he would get.
Yeah, like wouldn't that true, Zoltan? Wouldn't the anger of you picturing like your dad on another person that you have an issue with like make you want to fight harder? Like, wouldn't that make you want to do that?
Mad at us and be like, I was never your friend. Oh, we only came.
Oh, he's like, why would I want to spend time with these losers? I'm like, oh, so you're saying you thought they were losers back then?
Right.
Yeah.
But then why have Thanksgiving with them if you thought they were losers? You could have just said, listen, this relationship is solely just for the event. I don't want to be more friends with you than anything else. Like, that's really it.
So I want to give the context.
Oh, and the Thanksgiving thing was so fucking rude.
Yeah, exactly. The whole Thanksgiving video that he put out is just ridiculous because.
How many of Ian's problems are rooted in his daddy issues? Look at the person he married. I know it's usually like men find women that are like their mothers, but like I have a weird feeling Idubbbz just married his dad.
You know, the context around Thanksgiving was, I even told Michael that like, hey, if you see Ian and Anisa at the gym, like, I mean, you can ask them, what they're doing for Thanksgiving, but I told Michael I didn't really feel comfortable because, I find them super backstabbing and not honest people, and they're not good to the people around them that supports them. They're just opportunists, right? But then Michael went to the gym that day and he's super nice, and then he saw Ian and Anisa and he asked them, hey, do you guys have anything going on for Thanksgiving? And then they're like, no, because, they basically eat out of the deli department at the grocery store near their house. They don't cook.
You're doing anything for Thanksgiving? No, I don't got any plans. We're just gonna like eat deli meat. Oh, what a sad life. What a sad, pathetic life. That's... I would kill myself. Like, for Thanksgiving with me, at least, like, I go see my family, or my friends will have Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, where we all just drink and chat shit, share stories, laugh. Like, I can't imagine just like, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit at home and eat deli meat with my wife.
All that cooking stuff that she puts online is a complete lie. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And so they
Okay, that might be a little gilding the lily, Cat. You can tell Anisa puts her hard effort into that food. What do you mean, Cat?
they had no plans.
Kate, sorry.
And they looked all sad. So then Michael was like, well, why don't you guys come have Thanksgiving with us? And then I, last minute, had to go buy extra chairs because we didn't have enough chairs in our apartment for them to sit. So I went out of my way to order more chairs and get more chairs and an extra table. And I had it all set up and went out of our way. So for him to just be upset and not be able to take accountability for anything and then now say, oh, Thanksgiving was disgusting, I didn't want to be there, then why did you come, Ian?
Thanksgiving was disgusting. What is the point? Why say yes if you hated these people? Like, I get they just said that, but like, I'm really trying to wrestle with the idea. Like, if I don't want to fucking go to something, I don't fucking go to it. I'm a grown ass man. All right. Like if somebody says, hey, Chris, we're doing this thing and it's this, and this. And if I'm just like, bro, that sounds boring as shit, I'm not going. I'm not going to fucking go. Especially with people that I don't fucking care about or know. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to that. The fuck's wrong with you? Like, why say yes then?
There was another thing he said that was so out of pocket. How he's like, oh, she got beat up. She broke her ribs at her last job. So no wonder. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, that was an Anisa thing, yeah.
Yeah, Anisa's crazy. Like that's how low and crazy she is. I'm really glad that she stooped down to that level because it really shows the world how crazy she is, what kind of person she is. Yeah. There was an incident at work where I was working for a doctor and I was working in surgery and I was a surgical lead of that practice, meaning that I'm the right hand to the doctor. The doctor unfortunately didn't have the best business sense and had.
Which this is a crazy thing that Anisa did. Like, I understand that Kate told you this story, right? And like it was in person. And I get that you are doing the same thing they're doing to you by telling stories about things that you were told that they told you. I get what Anisa's doing there. But like, Anisa wants to pretend that she's better than these people, right? Like she's better than the people that like sink to this level. Why would you out something like that? Like, why would you do that? Like, you're not better than them. You're engaging in the mud rolling.
Fired his office manager, and then hired his nanny to be his office manager. And the doctor
Sounds
had
like
just
he's had an affair with somebody.
Yes, and he did go through a divorce because he had an affair. And
was
so
it with
anyway,
the nanny?
I don't know the details, but from what I know, from my professional experience is that I went to work. The doctor hired the nanny to be the office manager. The nanny has no experience on medical billing, how to deal with insurance, how to code all the treatment plans that we're doing for surgery. So the doctor was like, Kate, I know you're really smart and you're the surgical lead, so I really need you to train her and help her in any way possible, right? But I didn't know that this person had a substance abuse problem, and so.
Okay, so Kate outing this shit is crazy. I'll be honest.
So one day she came to work and she was shaking, and I knew that she was on something. And she physically attacked me, and she hit me with a wood door and broke my rib. And then when that happened, I had to resign from my job. I was so broken.
The doctor was banging a drug-addicted nanny that Kate had to fight bare-fisted.
In that moment, because I was a single mom, right? And that time Mike and I were not living together. I was worried that I would have to resign from my job because of the unsafe the unsafe environment. And I was assaulted at work. And now my employer is trying to shush me by sending me a letter of defamation. He had his attorney send me a letter saying, hey, if you don't sign the statement saying that the incident never happened, we're going to sue you within 7 days for defamation. And then
I really hope that that's real.
I said, you want to know something? I'm no longer the 12-year-old bride that I was, okay? I'm a survivor, and I know how to defend myself. I will use the law to reinforce you. So let's fucking go, okay? And that's why I got myself an attorney. I did win my lawsuit, okay? And Anisa knows all this. I shared this with her because I thought she was my friend. I thought she was our friend. I thought she was our family friend. That's the reason why we invited them to Thanksgiving. That is the reason why we go to the extent that we go to be there for them. That is the reason why instead of charging them $150 an hour to film dynamic filming, I charge them $100. That is the reason why my husband, instead of charging them $100 per person per session, even though the sessions are separate but at the same time, like he gives them a huge discount. And we do all this, and we were just going to take all this information to the grave with us. The only reason why we came out is because we found out that Ian is trying to do another creator clash, and he's ripping people off again, and he's not being honest. And then
Ooh, I love the fact that, like, you know what I love is like little moments like this, right? Where the internet drama reaches like people that you don't expect. I love that. I love this stuff. No, that's CC3 that they're talking about. I love it. I love this whole like aspect that like this reached to the point where his boxing coach got involved. Like, I love that. I love that with every fiber of my being. That us making enough noise about Creator Clash 2 and then Creator Clash 3 finally reached the ears of a IRL boxing coach. I think that's the funniest shit to me.
he had call CPS on your kids. Let's take it back to this. Well, he didn't call them, but he encouraged the community.
He justified it.
He justified it. So just by him doing that, it just makes me real.
Which he did do. So this is the thing, right? Like, Idubbbz is saying, like, it's mean and evil for, like, these two people to, like, shit on them and talk about this stuff, and that it's mean and evil that Andy and PPP are making inferences about, like, their body language and all this stuff. Like, they do all of this shit, right? But then Ian goes on Noah Sampson's stream, makes jokes about the skulls being sent to Ian's house and saying it was a funny joke, and then also justifies the CPS call in the content cop. I don't know how you could say someone else is more mean when you have way worse shit going on in your own camp. I don't know how you could do that.
Realize he's not a good person.
No.
He's really evil. So that's the reason why we came forward with the information we had, because Ian needed to know that he cannot continue this way forever. Someone's going to...
That's the problem, Lost. It's like, and Ian and Anisa truly believe that whatever they do next is maybe going to save them because they think that they're better people. They aren't. They're shitty people. They're mean people. They are the kind of the couple that you would see at a party and that everyone kind of like invites, but like everyone doesn't like fuck with them, and they just let them go off and like be a part of it, but don't want to really interact with them. That's the couple. You know the couple that I'm talking about. You know the kind of person that I'm talking about. It's like they're there more as like a pity thing, but they think that they're better than everyone else. Everyone knows somebody like that, and it's fucking annoying.
hold him accountable. If no one's going to hold him accountable, then Ethan Klein's going to hold him accountable. And he needs to understand that. Both him and Anisa.
So cringe.
That's right.
Also, it was funny because he's like, oh, they were in my DMs. First of all, we weren't in the DMs. We were in the comment section when he was talking about, I'm going to release a new content cop.
Yeah.
And we knew that that was how he became successful. So I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. Yeah.
Well,
like,
of course he didn't know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what's funny is like he tells these stories to try to make us sound bad. And then he's like, as soon as they found out it was Ethan, then they were, oh, no. Yeah, that's literally exactly what happened.
And when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's so cool that they were like even understood back then that that's an insane thing to do.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me because, once again, he tells these stories that tried to make us look bad, but it just makes us look like good people that we are. Because we didn't come on here lying. We didn't come on here trying to, like, tell stories that weren't true. We just
He was a former fan during his time of edginess, and mine as well. He had gotten more evil. At least back then, he could actually communicate with people. Now, during his empathy and stoic phase, he's evil, genuinely evil. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Says he gains more empathy, but becomes more toxic through that. I can't imagine that.
came on here, we spit a bunch of facts that pissed him off, pissed Anisa off too, because she hates being thrown under the bus.
Well, it was definitely Anisa that got more mad at that. Let's be fair here.
Yeah. And he's like, Froggy Tonic was never there to film Anisa and do all this stuff or whatever he was saying. It's like,
Froggy Tonic was going around telling people that he was coming in for the next, he was going to be the one recording the next thing. Idubbbz, Froggy Tonic was the one screaming I was supposed to take over for the documentary and then shit on Cat. So I don't know how Idubbbz could turn around and say, well, Froggy Tonic was never supposed to do that. What do you mean? Froggy Tonic was the one that said that he was supposed to do that.
Like, no, that's exactly what he was there for, and you know that's true. And also, why did the second, if Froggy Tonic was there to do this stuff for the documentary, how come the documentary for the second one never came out? Why?
Because Ian's a lazy piece of shit. That's why. I really hope he drops the documentary because we all just keep calling him lazy. I feel like if you gaslight Ian enough, he'll do it, right? So like if you gaslight Idubbbz to the point that you're like, oh, you're lazy, you know, you never put out the documentary, it would be a great documentary, like just start gaslighting him, he'll probably drop the documentary.
It was a huge,
like he did with the Sam Hyde one.
Failure, dude. So it's like, and then he's like, what was $160,000 on parties when we lost $250,000? I can do math. That means you only would have had a $90,000 loss, you fucking idiot. If you can't do math, that's what that means. Also, why are you spending $160,000 on parties that aren't going to relate to ticket sales?
I really don't understand the cope of that from Idubbbz's perspective. So like Idubbbz, when he was trying to like fight back against this, he's like, well, that got people more excited to go to the event, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what do you mean? There was no like promotion of the gala. There was no promotion of any of that. It was a red carpet event that you invited your friends to that was after the event. Why would that sell more tickets? That doesn't make any sense to me. Were there tickets on the website that said if you pay a certain amount of money, you can join the gala? Was that a thing? Because I don't remember that.
For pay-per-view sales.
They're not very bright. They're terrible business people, and they're very dumb. So Anisa started throwing out some really crazy accusations.
I think it's what Big Bungie said. Ian isn't used to being criticized. Yeah, I can agree with Big Bungie on that one. 100%. Free Big Bungie.
Against you, Mike. This one here, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
She said,
he shit on me in the Keemstar video, and it was fucking hilarious. I got a good laugh out of that.
So this was in...
It was great.
During Ian's...
I was not expecting to see my face in a Bungie video.
Live stream. She said this in the comments, and I believe... Do we have the video of it? Because she goes, Ian, do you remember this? And he goes, no. So she said, about you, Michael. You wouldn't stop.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Like, this to me is interesting. I want to see how Mike handles this.
Stop hugging me. It was really, really upsetting. I kept trying to push him off, and he wouldn't.
$300 influencer fight, 300 influencer hotel stay, 300 influencer prime ticket events, 160K gala, 250K loss, plus cancer kid money. Okay.
I was embarrassed. It made me feel really embarrassed, and then he wouldn't let me leave. He kept hugging me, and I was trying to push him off, and I cried. Can you explain why the fuck? I was crying? And here's the clip of her asking him, because I think this is instructive.
Physical therapist office inside that gym. Seagull's also trained out of that gym.
We were being so disruptive.
But, so other people use his face, and she just wants to control the music.
Okay, so that really isn't an answer, Idubbbz, when they're saying that you guys took over the gym music. It's a gym. You can't be doing that. Unless you rent out the gym for yourself, you can't really just be like, this is my music now. That's what headphones are for, dumbass.
That's so unprofessional. It's not allowed, and it's not fair to the other members.
So why does she keep invoking the term professional or unprofessional?
Because this guy is a professional boxing trainer, Ian. Like, how retarded? This is why people think you have CTE, dude. Like, how don't you just think of that before you say it and go, wait a minute? Yeah, of course they're saying it's professional because they run a professional boxing gym for professional fighters, and they are professionals in the sport.
He said this to me. He spoke to me like this. Like, how do you operate? Have you ran into this with Michael at all?
More confidence just in life. That obviously comes from, you know, being able to...
Oh, she's telling him you got to comment on this. He wasn't acknowledging her messages, probably because he knew they were insane and defamatory.
Can you please spread this false narrative, Ian? You need to respond to defend my honor.
And he was like, I'm not going to read that crazy shit. And she now...
Like, he's reading it. You can see it in his face right there. He sees it, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Anisa. Like, you can see him reading it, and he's like, what?
Tim, and goes, Idubbbz, can you explain why the fuck I was crying? She's mad at him. She's angry that he's not acknowledging her. So let's hear. Let's see his acknowledgement.
Anisa, you can come here and explain it.
She's in the other fucking room.
It's good to have you.
Yelling at him in chat. What a dumb coward loser.
Incoming.
So anyway, let's hear what he says about it.
Yeah, why isn't Anisa just like walking into the room? She lives in the house. She's come into his room before, like giving him food and shit. She can't just walk in and be like, "Hey, Ian, I got to bring this up. Can you talk about this?" Like, why is she writing like in another fucking room into his Twitch chat when they live in the same fucking house?
Come here and explain it if you want, because I don't have a fucking recollection of it.
Jesus Christ. That's rough. Hey, Ian, I need you to talk about this thing that totally happened. It's totally real. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Anisa.
Now, listen, the fact that he doesn't remember doesn't mean that something didn't happen. However, she seems to be pretty confident that...
Because she doesn't want to be on camera defaming Mike. I could see that. I could definitely see that.
She told him all about it, and he can explain why she was crying, but he doesn't even fucking remember it. But do you know what?
It wasn't a big deal.
Is she talking about anything?
So I can tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So she got kicked off the Ox. Patty kicked her off the Ox. And then when Patty
this is related to the Ox thing?
Yes.
So this was one of the best stories.
What? Wait a minute. So this allegation coming from Anisa coincides with her abusing the Ox privileges at the gym. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding?
Is that when she tried to take over the music for the gym and people got pissed because it wasn't the right music?
Yes. And so when she got kicked off the Ox, and her and I had that conversation where I was like, oh, I probably did go too far.
Who cares, Lamau? People care, Falgi, first. This was a stupid thing to bring up, but it's like they're trying to show that Ian and Anisa are like inconsiderate people, right? This is funny to me because think about it. They get kicked off the Ox. Anisa gets upset, starts crying, and Mike's like, hey, like, are you okay? And like wants to help her. And she's like, he inappropriately touched me. Like, it's so funny to me.
12-year-old emo music, but it was just like she was trying to diss on Patty's music, and I was like, what the hell are you saying? Patty was another coach at the time. So what she was saying didn't make sense. So I was like, and this was just another example of how often her and I would get into it, and I would actually speak my mind, which is why they don't like us, because they don't like when people have different thoughts than they do and don't bow down to their stupid ideology. So she was mad that I wanted to change that Patty changed the music, because I wasn't even the one that did it. Once again, I'm nice. I probably would have let her play that stupid shit. So Patty wanted to change the music, does change the music. She gets upset, starts talking shit about Patty.
Are you bitching about the Ox, Lamau? Because Anisa needs things to be her way, dude. This is the thing. Falgi doesn't get it. Falgi will never understand, like, truly the depths of Anisa. He'll never get it because he's never just like really sat down and like watched all the things Anisa did for years. Like, you don't understand. This is the most Anisa coded thing of all time.
I stick up for Patty and told her music was 12-year-old emo music. We were supposed to do our pad session because I always would have to do pads with her before Ian. Once again, I remember all facts. These guys are idiots. And so as soon as that happened, I literally turned around because I was like, okay, let's do our pads. I was going to put her gloves on.
I am not teaching Falgi the Anisa lore. He can learn it himself.
Could have just played animal. I have become wolf emoji.
Okay, cool.
She runs to the bathroom. And right when I saw her run to the bathroom.
No, it's interesting, Falgi. Her early career to meeting Idubbbz to the whole, like, I want to cheat on him with Chris Raygun to them getting married to now is the most interesting progression of, like, a mentally ill woman on the internet. It's so fascinating. I swear to God, somebody's going to write a dissertation paper on Ian and Anisa one day.
I was like, oh, this probably isn't good.
I'll put money on that.
She's probably going to be crying. Sure enough, she was crying in the bathroom. She took several minutes to come out. By the time she comes out of the bathroom, she's falling. She tries to leave to go to the car, and I see her go to the front door, but she realizes she doesn't.
Chris, bring back T-drama. T-drama's so dead, dude. And, like, Angelica Oles is, like, I think the only person left doing T-drama. Like, Adam's a retard. I used to like Adam McIntyre, and Adam's just pissing me off lately. Paige has no love for me anymore.
Doesn't have the keys to the car, so she has to come back. At this point, she's already crying. She's super sad. Once again, they don't know what the fuck empathy is. I see a woman crying, and I'm going to feel bad. I'm like, oh shit, I did not mean to make her feel that bad.
It's almost like that's a normal human response to seeing somebody crying and saying, hey, like, are you okay? Like, what, like I want to help you. Like, that's what normal people do.
I thought we were going to just have that conversation, go on to pads, have a normal day. This is why it's so funny. They're like, oh, you can cry about it, you crybaby. Bro, you guys are the fucking crybabies. Like, I can move on from shit. They can't. So she's crying about it. I go give her a hug because I'm like, hey, I'm sorry that you're crying. I didn't hug her to the point where she started crying. I felt bad, so I gave her a hug.
She was crying.
And I said, yeah, she was falling. So
Falgi admitted to be a furry who likes feet, and he role plays as Sonic on Mondays.
I can believe that.
That's a crazy.
I can believe that. Thank you for the 5 slug.
Malicious lie. The way she told that story is nuts. She's crying from the Ox thing, and then she's making it sound like she's crying because you're like squeezing her and not letting her go.
But literally, because that makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't.
Why would I just be squeezing her? Like, she just.
Like, the thing is, if he hugged her and then she shoved him off, right? If she shoved him and said, get off of me, and he kept trying to hold her, then you might have some sort of argumentation there. But, like, from what I'm gathering here, she's not saying that. She's not saying I shoved him off and he refused to stop hugging me. That's not in the messages presented.
Disgusts me. She's always disgusting me. Her mind is disgusting. I see people like Shallow Hal. She's like the ugly girl in Shallow Hal that thinks she's pretty. It's like, no, you're an old, disgusting, like you're just, everything grotesque is what you are, down to your soul, down to your core, down to like whatever she pretends.
That's what happens when lot lizards get into fame. When lot lizards are allowed to like have a platform, this is what happens. This is Anisa.
To be in the moment to virtue signal. That's like, it's like you're none of those things, and you know you're none of those things. That's why you can't even actually stick up for these things, and that's why her stories make no sense. But yeah, I did have empathy, and I went to hug her because she was a crying woman. You know who didn't try to hug her? Ian, because he has no fucking empathy for his wife. That's
Dude, imagine your wife's crying and you have another man hug your wife.
crying. If I saw my wife,
I'm just I can picture it. Idubbbz is like rolling. This is how I picture the situation, right? Idubbbz is like standing there. He's hitting the bag. He hears Anisa like scream crying, and he just rolls his eyes and he keeps hitting the bag. And then he turns around and sees Mike hugging her and goes, she's good, and just walks away. I can picture that. I can picture that.
I kind of be like, oh my.
Imagine being a cuck, not only physically, but emotionally.
They didn't remember it.
He didn't even
You remember it. You remember it. He doesn't.
I remember it perfectly. And then, so she grabs the keys to her car and then leaves for the rest of the session. I tell Ian, I'm like, dude, I'm like distraught. I'm like, fuck, I didn't mean to make her cry that bad. Ian's like, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Once again, he told her she's a hypochondriac. The moment she got her fucking fake concussion, because she got punched in the head, and one of her 13 concussions and 11 minors and 2 majors, which we've still never seen any of the video of her just being knocked unconscious on the fucking lacrosse field or the hockey field. She used to say crazy shit to Ian. She was always trying to like make it sound like he wasn't as much of a man as he was. She'd be like, one of the times I was talking about how good Ian's body shots were, and she, once again, that's me sticking up for you, Ian, you fucking no comprehension idiot. So I was talking about how good Ian's body shots were, and she's like, I could take his body shots, and I'm like, no, you couldn't. That makes
Anisa, listen, okay. I know it's a time for like acceptance in the world, but like a man just doing full-blown body shot to the stomach of a woman is not gonna end well. I'm sorry. I know it's time for acceptance and all that shit, and men and women could do anything the other can, but like there's physical differences. Okay, can we stop pretending?
Makes no sense. Like if Ian hit you in the liver, you're gonna go down. Like
I feel like you're gonna fucking cry. I feel like if Idubbbz like straight up like just gut punched her, she would just burst into tears.
Makes no sense. And she was like, I've been hitting lacrosse and hockey with sticks, and I didn't ever go down. Da-da-da. Okay, cool. So you took all these body shots, but you had 13 concussions from it. It's like, dude, she's so full of shit. It's crazy. But yeah, so I literally remember that. Ian doesn't even fucking remember it.
It's the most bullshit thing ever. Oh, I could definitely take body shots for Idubbbz. Yeah, I don't believe it.
Because to him, he was like, oh, it's not a big deal. Even though the next day they come to the gym and they tell my wife, Michael has no respect for women. He never respects women.
Oh, God. That's what oh, my God.
Yeah, so it's like,
I had to have a whole sit down with her the next day because she came to the gym and she was so upset. And then she told me that, she doesn't understand why I could be with Michael because, he doesn't support.
That's such a fucking horrible thing to do. It's like, I can't imagine, like if unless that person was like a truly toxic individual, I can't imagine having that conversation due to one interaction with them, and then boom, go to the wife and go, I can't believe you're with this guy. He doesn't support women. The guy married a woman who was a child bride, supports her in her endeavor to overturn the laws in the United States to stop that from happening to women. How is he anti-women?
From Shadow the Hedgehog on Tuesdays.
I could believe that too, Slug.
For women, and she was literally encouraging me to leave my husband, basically.
Like,
I wouldn't be with someone like that.
Sounds
I don't
like the
know
kind of pressure he's putting on AB, Olivia, and Lena.
Yeah, she's really
Yeah, it's almost like she's a manipulative piece of shit that is constantly trying to play on people's emotional instabilities. That's literally all Anisa is. She's like an actual fucking emotional succubus vampire. Like, that's all she's known for, and she's been known for that for a decade.
good at that. Yeah.
And the fucking concern trolling she does.
Yeah. And it's kind of annoying to me that like Ethan's doing this whole like, oh man, they're horrible people and all this shit, which fair to him, like they fucked him over, right? But like, dude, this shit has been in your face for a decade. And now you're seeing this stuff? Like, come on, bro.
Is insane when he made a whole video about fucking concern trolling. I'm cussing way more.
To be fair, that video was insanely bad, dumb, poorly conceived, incomprehensible, like psychotic.
It would have been way better if he would have put Anisa's tweets in there. It would have gave way more context to this shit. It's like, dude, you and your wife are fucking control trollers, or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I just know it's when you pretend to care about something, but you're like trolling about it. Because that.
So you know what it means.
Oh, when she fucking made it.
Mike, you can't do the whole like I don't even know what that means and then describe exactly what it is. I'm sorry, Mike, you can't do that.
About my wife and she was like, I just want her to be better. That's not what it said. That's what you put in the first sentence, and then your sentences after that had nothing to do with being better. It's like they're such pieces of shit. Once again, they have no principles, they have no morals. They just pretend like they're better people by using keywords that think that makes them sound better. And it's like.
that's all they're doing. Like an example is like when Idubbbz turned around and said, "Oh, I really noticed like an authentic thing I can add to this video, me crying." When he turned around and said that, it was and I think Harmful Opinions had the best tweet about it, where he said this was it for me involving Idubbbz. Like he's like a lizard, is where he looks at himself crying and goes, "That's a really good thing for my YouTube video." Like that's how emotionally bankrupt these two are. Just from that sentence alone shows how like emotionally manipulative Ian is.
Like, dude, everyone sees through your bullshit. Even the lies that you were trying to call me out for, you would then immediately talk about how it was the truth. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you can't even do a lie counter correctly without lying about all the lies. When it's just like, because we weren't lying about anything. Everything we said was facts. He was on for 45 minutes about Denny's because there wasn't enough fucking lies for him, because there was no lies. And once again, I remember this shit very well. It was like, I lost so much sleep trying to fucking train this guy because I knew the work it would take to win these fights, especially the fucking people that he chose to fight. He could have, he's like, we could have never beat Dr. Mike. Motherfucker, you could have beat Dr. Mike if you would have taken it as serious as I did. And if you would have actually believed in your fucking coach and not just been like, well, I'm not. For the second fight, I was the one that made him do cardio. We have an Air 9 bike at the gym, and I would force him to do the cardio in front of me. Literally, during the sparring sessions for the second fight, like we have video on him, the sparring sessions for the first fight, he would gas every time, first round, gas out. Everyone else would be playing around, he'd be sucking air. And I'm like, Ian, I can tell you're not doing your cardio. He's like, doesn't understand that if you do your cardio, you're not going to gas out and spar it, because he's so fucking new to this. So he's like, he thinks he can just get away with lying to me. And then, oh, I wasn't lying, I was doing the cardio. No, you weren't. Also, he's like, oh, the moving into the house only took 1 day. Bitch, you were looking at houses for so long, it took you like a month and a half to find the house that you were going to move
They
into.
would cancel sparring sessions because she had to go look at homes to see which one she was going to buy.
So was Anisa only canceling those, or Ian? Like this is my thing, right? Is like a true partnership, right? If you're preparing for something that's going to help earn you money, prestige, all that shit, and they have like a thing going, right? Anisa canceling her sessions and going to check out the houses, I don't really have an issue with. But if they both canceled and just said, well, we're going to go house shopping now, instead of like taking the shit seriously for the event that they took seriously, I feel like that's not good.
By. And also, I want to say that, like, I don't understand why Anisa does this, but, like, since all this drama has come out, since everybody has been, like, making so much content on these two, I've learned so much facts about them that I didn't know, and I've also learned that, like, she has lied to us a whole bunch. One thing that she shared with us when they were buying their house, she came to the gym, she was super happy, and she was like, oh my gosh, we got a house, and it was listed at $1.2 million, but we offered 1.4 because we wanted to make sure that no one else was going to come and outbid us, you know, because we needed a home right away. And
That is an insane fucking thing to do. Why would you do that? Why would you bid that much higher? Like, I get you wanted the house, but like, there's no reason to bid that high. You just do like 1,000 over what they're asking for, or something, like maybe like 10 grand more than what they're asking. Not that amount of money. Like, that is a stupid amount of money to try and do an overbid on a house for. You're just fucking yourself over when you try to resell it. You're not getting that money back. You're fucked.
yeah, and then I found out on Kino that, like, the house they bought for like 1,000 and I'm sorry, not, yeah, 1,050,000, right, or something like that, right? So it was $1 million. But why did Anisa need to tell me, you know, the coach's wife, that it was listed for 1.2 and she bought it for 1.4? She obviously wanted me to like think she was just filthy rich and she's amazing. I don't understand that, and she lies about all these things. So she's just a pathological liar, and it makes no sense. Why she needs to, like,
Yeah, I can't imagine overpaying by $200K for a house. Dude, if I had a wife and she came up to me and says, Chris, I really want this house, we're gonna ask above 200 grand more than what they're asking for, I'd be like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, maybe 20, maybe 30. We're not doing a 200. Even if I was a millionaire, I'd be like, no. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
like to me. I didn't care.
She's such a pathological liar. Up until like a couple months ago,
I was like, I know you want that house, but like 200 grand more. We try to resell that. We're completely in the red. Like, what is wrong with you?
I always told us one of the reasons that she told me that people hate on Ian was because she had done a porn with Mia Khalifa.
Thank you for the members reminder. I'm not purchasing Anisa's OnlyFans.
In a hijab. So I'm like, oh damn.
Wait, hold on. What does that have to do with? Wait, okay. Anisa said that she was in the porno with Mia Khalifa.
This was the first conversation I had with Anisa when I first met her at the gym. Michael told me, hey, the YouTuber's coming in today with his wife. They're training. You know, come and meet them and film, right? And then I go and I meet her and I said to her, hey, you know, we don't really know much about the YouTube world. So are you also a YouTuber? What do you do for work? And then she like literally giggled like, and she was like, well, you know, I actually had a porn video that went viral. And I was like, oh my god, I just looked around, make sure nobody was around us because why are you talking about this at the gym? And then she's like, yeah.
Imagine, like, let's say Anisa did have a viral porn video, okay? Let's say that she did, right? Why would that be the first thing that you tell somebody you're just meeting? Like, that is the weirdest shit to bring up as, like, a first conversation, if true, right? Obviously, this is all conjecture and he said, she said shit. But, like, if true, that is... that is the weirdest first impression in human. If somebody came up to me and went, hey, I was like in a very viral porn video, I'd be like, what? Why are you telling me this? I don't need to know that. Like, I don't care. You're a weirdo for telling me this.
I had a porn video that I did with Mia Khalifa and another Muslim girl, and the three of us had hijabs on, and it was very controversial, and I got lots of death threats. And then after that, I was like terrified for my life, and Ian needed to protect me, and so that's how I became famous.
Ian had to protect me. If true, that is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
You know, so she made it seem to me that was how she was.
That's
that's
such a crazy thing to lie about.
Yeah, she's a liar. She lies all the time, and I think she lied to us because we weren't a part of the YouTube world, and she could just lie to us continuously.
And we're not gonna look it up.
We're not gonna look it up.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna look up a fucking.
Thank
porn
you,
of my client's
C-Vans,
wife.
for the 3 months, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a weird bad person. Like, so we literally didn't even know that was a lie until like recent. We found out a bunch of their lies recently, and like watching it in video, like I had no idea he fucking hated as much as us, and we were fucking losers. First of all, like I'm the youngest of my family, so when you try to roast me, but you say the shit that he says, dude, it literally makes me laugh super hard. He's like, you fuck. Once again, we were laughing at the same time.
This is the problem with Ian, right? He's got no teeth left. Like, he really has no fucking teeth left. Anyone else is just like, bro, you're a loser. Like, nobody's gonna take that shit seriously. They're just gonna laugh it off, go, bro, that's all you got? Like, what the fuck? Like, you just laugh at that person.
His roasts are so pathetic, so juvenile, small-brained. He goes,
it really is. It's just pathetic.
This part's really gonna piss me off. Fuck this. And his response is like, fuck you, Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't think he was always this dumb.
What? No, he doesn't know how to throw beef with anybody. Here's a good example. Okay, so after like his fight with Dr. Mike, right?
He really just doesn't get. I really kind of, whoever said the big Bungie thing of him not being used to being criticized. Yeah, I can see that a lot more. Like watching this stuff and watching how Kino Casino handles him and all this other shit. It's like you really have to sit down and like really think about it. Like he really never had any sort of like significant pushback when he was like coming up. At his peak, right? Like he didn't know how to handle that because if somebody else criticized Idubbbz back in the day, that was like painting a target on your back, right? Interesting.
Right, when they were fighting in the ring, Dr. Mike hit him in the back of the head several times in the back of the head, which is a legal punch, right? And the ref didn't call it. So I was upset about that. Ian and Anisa were super upset about that, right? After the fight. The next morning, when we ran into Dr. Mike and his entourage in the hotel that we were all staying in, that Ian and Anisa rented for us, I ran into Dr. Mike and his girlfriend and his entourage. I'm with Michael and Ian and Anisa, and I was pissed. So I was about to check Dr. Mike. I said, I checked him.
It's a little crazy that you're running up to him. Like, I understand that he did an illegal punch and everything. A little crazy that you're doing that, but okay.
I said to him, because Dr. Mike was like, oh, what a great fight we had. What a crazy event. And I said, what about those back of the head shots that you threw to Ian? That wasn't okay.
She like actually kind of ruined the mood because we're all trying to have like a chummy experience. No. And she was so pissed. She's standing up for Ian.
What did he say? What did Dr. Mike say?
Yeah, I did. And then,
What did Dr. Mike say to that?
He tried to ignore it.
Yeah,
He's like,
he ignored it. His exact response to this. Oh, yeah, it was savage. Savage? And then I literally said, I'm not gonna be part of this conversation. I'm walking away.
I
walked away.
And I was like, you gotta go to the beach.
Yeah,
we gotta get out of here.
That day we were gonna go to the beach before we head home, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm done talking to you guys. You're a piece of shit for like hitting Ian back of the head, and now you're not gonna say anything. And Ian and Anisa are both standing there like dumb fucks. They couldn't even like say anything. They were just like, scared.
Like dumb fucks. I really believe that if Ian got into a confrontation with like one of his trolls, what he would call them, right? Like if Andy Warski was in front of him, Ian would be the most bitch-made fucking person imaginable. He'd just be like, Andy, you're really mean. Like he wouldn't even say that. He would just clam the fuck up, and then Anisa would have to speak for him.
It's ironic. A doctor's the one that actually gave him brain damage.
Yeah. That's why I don't like Dr. Mike.
It's crazy that Idubbbz decided to go after the sector guys. Like they know how to fight back against this shit and like make it entertaining. Like why would you ever go after Kino Casino? It's like it's the dumbest fucking thing that you can do, and he did it.
Peter. Yeah.
What did you guys think of that when the fight started and Dr. Mike like punched at him real fast after touching gloves? That was really bad manner, right?
Yes. Oh, completely. First of all, I always told Ian too. I was like, be careful touching gloves because people would try to do this shit. And then sure enough, we didn't think Dr. Mike would do that. But in the first round, Ian's actually doing pretty well. Once again, Ian is sticking up for you. You know comprehension, fuck. So in the first round, Ian was actually doing really well until like probably about 30 seconds in or so to the first round. Or at the end of the first round, he starts getting hit in the back of the head, and you see his knees buckle. And then Dr. Mike like hits him. But the thing is, I told Ian because Dr. Mike slaps with his punches. He throws punches like this, which is like how cats paw. But then when you throw overhands like that, it's easy to hit somebody in the back of the head. So I'm calling it out to the ref. I'm like, ref, back of the head, back of the head. The refs telling me to shut up. They're telling me to sit down. They're telling me they're gonna kick me out because I was like standing and you're not supposed to stand. So I was sticking up for Ian, like being a good fucking coach. And then anyway, so he's walking back.
Ian and Anisa don't know how to throw beef because obviously I called out the person that was hitting her husband in the back of the head. She was complaining. Ian and Anisa were both complaining to us all morning before we ran to Dr. Mike and them about how that was so illegal and how come the ref didn't call it, crocodile tears. So I cared about them in that time, right? Because I thought they were my friends. So when I saw Dr. Mike, I called him out, and guess what? Ian and Anisa were silent. They didn't say anything. They just looked and they're quiet. And Anisa was like terrified that I was actually calling out Dr.
Well, it's because the reason that they did that is because they want to talk shit behind the scenes, and then when they finally have the opportunity to talk shit to somebody to their face, they clam the fuck up. It's just pathetic.
But dude, that's your husband. Call him out. This is your card. Why are you
I do remember when Ian groveled in front of the girl from the Surfs and then Francesca Ramsey, who tried to say that I was a part of Gamergate. I don't remember the exact tweet, but it was something so fucking stupid. Like, it was so stupid. I'm trying to remember her tweet. She has a screenshot of my tweet, like, chatting shit about her. And she was like, the Gamergate crowd's coming for me. And I was like, I've never been a part of Gamergate.
Upset about when we watched that fight, because we were promoting the event at the time.
Yeah.
I was upset about the punch that Dr. Mike threw right out the gate.
Yeah, that was round 2. And then on round 2, they go to touch gloves, and Dr. Mike goes, my coach told me to start fast. So, well, you don't need to, you knew what you were doing. You weren't that adrenaline filled to where like, start fast, I don't know, touch gloves. It's like, there's an excuse.
Yeah, Dr. Mike wanted to rock Ian quickly from the beginning. So that way Ian would just basically like lose his equilibrium, just be afraid from that moment on. And that's kind of what happened in the fight. You know what I mean? Even though Ian trained hard, it was not good enough because he was training against someone who has lots of experience, even though Dr. Mike put out a video saying that, you know, he just started training. That's a lie.
He's been training for years.
Well, he's been doing Taekwondo since he was like 8 years old or something.
But he said
so he knows better. But anyway, compared to him, Dr. Mike's the same. We love Dr. Mike. He's out there being a doctor and giving brain damage when necessary, right?
Yeah, who would have thought years later I'm on Dr. Mike's side way more than my own fighters?
Yeah.
It's like the way that he treated us over time is ridiculous. Especially why would I want to hang out with you fucking losers?
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me? Like, what's funny to me is like Odlin's out and people like that had horrible experiences. They got knocked out in the first round versus Alex, and yet they would still go back to their boxing coach and train after the fight. And I'm just like, Ian, these people are training when they don't have a fight lined up because they actually have a relationship with their coach. You're so clueless and you have no empathy or comprehension, so you can't understand that. Mike Quick's people got him a YouTube channel. First of all, shout out to Mike Quick's YouTube channel. He just got 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Michael Quick. We love you and we appreciate you.
I don't know who that is, but clap.
That's not his coach.
He was the coach for Michael Reeves. He was the coach for William Haynes. He was the coach for Odlin's out. So he coached several people on the event, and they were the ones. His YouTubers after the event bought him camera equipment and helped him set up a YouTube channel.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
nice.
like,
Wow.
That's actually nice of them. Now, does Ian have to do something like that for his coach? No. I'm not going to say he has to do something like that. But again, Ian and Anisa will sit there and preach that they're better people and that they care about other people. They care about women's rights. They care about uplifting the little guy, but then don't do any of that shit. So I get where they're coming from here.
Dude, it's so nice.
Anisa would rather sit on Twitter and spurg out all fucking day, crash out all day. That's what Anisa's entire life is and is going to be when she's dying on a deathbed when she's 80.
And we're just like, how come people that didn't throw the event are really nice to their people? I spent 11 months with you trying to get, putting out my heart and soul into your camp, cared way more than you ever cared. And then you disappear on us for several months. And then you come back like, oh, did we miss too much time? Also, I had specifically told him, don't fight. I said it on a public interview that I did with, I don't even know, some channel on Twitch live stream or something, where I was like, oh, I don't want him to fight Alex Wasabi if he fights anybody else. And then he chose Alex Wasabi. In my mind, I'm like, the reason I didn't want you to fight Alex Wasabi was because he loves boxing. And I can tell how much you don't like boxing by how you put the effort you put into it. So I was like, one of the last people you should fight, Alex Wasabi had a ring in his backyard. He moved a pro boxer in with him. He loved training. Ian doesn't. And he's like, this is who I'm going to fight. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. You're putting us in a hole. This is the opponent you've chosen for the second fight, and yet you put us. We're so far behind on what we need to do.
I still remember the Alex Wasabi thing. Like when I heard it was happening, like when he announced, yeah, it's me versus Alex Wasabi. I just remember thinking to myself, I was like, this is a terrible idea. Like he's gonna get his ass beat. Didn't Alex like do like actual YouTube boxing events? Like he was gonna get raped, and I was like, why would you want to lose a second time? That's like the first thing I thought. This is way before like the Froggy Fresh drama and shit. I was like, to myself, I was like, why are you doing this? I don't even have any boxing experience or like as a coach or do anything about Alex. I just knew he was fighting before, and I was like, why is he doing this?
To show up to this event, but I still had him in good enough shape.
Don't you want to win your event? Don't you want somebody on your level fighting with you? Like, what is wrong with you?
He outgassed him. He won the third round. One judge had it a draw, which means that he's won 2 of the rounds on one judge's scorecards, right? And then even Julian Chua, Alex Wasabi's coach, was in the corner like in between towards the 4th round, and he was like, "Don't you allow us to be a fucking draw." So it's like Ian was this close to maybe not winning the fight, but getting a draw. And if Ian would have been able to put it on him and drop him, we would have won a decision. So it's just like. It's so.
There's no accountability from like Ian himself or Anisa for why he lost his fight. It was just very sad to see, you know, when we watched the reaction to his stream on like on the Kino show, right? And he just
the words Kino Casino being on the H3 podcast is still the craziest shit to me.
crying about how like
I can't get over it. I can't get over hearing the words. Yeah, we watched that Kino segment, and I was like, oh my God. Every time I hear it, I'm like, I got a shit-eating grin, and I'm like, you gotta be. Like, I can't. I fucking can't.
Michael's fault, and you know, Michael should have like coached him better.
The sheer fact that Idubbbz and Anisa were the ones that shot Kino Casino into relevancy is the funniest thing to me.
Or all these other things.
They are literally the antithesis of everything Ian and Anisa are now, and they platform them. I can't believe it.
It makes no sense. No one's gonna help you win, Ian. You're with Anisa, the parasite.
But then one of the times he's like, Michael was a bad coach. Why don't you just why don't you take responsibility for me losing because you're a bad coach? And then later on when he was like, we weren't gonna fire him, he was very technically proficient. And it's like, so I was a good coach. I care if my fighters lose. Like all the shit that he tries to talk, as soon as he says like 3 more sentences, he just made me sound better.
So Michael, I want to ask you, are you comfortable sharing the story, the League of Legends story you told me about?
Which one's that?
You played League of... Wait, was that you? They told me about... You played League of Legends with Anisa?
Oh, no.
Sorry, but I'm down to hear this.
Yeah,
Wait, who told me that story?
So the story is.
Oh no, it was. I'm sorry, it wasn't you. It was the other guy in the chat.
Yeah. So Yeah, but the story alone is that basically Anisa sucks at League of Legends, and like she would try to get all these people to she would try to like give them attention and try to groom them to be her slaves to basically like teach her how to play because she sucked. And then I was shocked because I'm into the whole.
Wait, what? She was trying to groom people into helping her be better at League of Legends. Why would you ever want to play League of Legends, bro? That game rots your brain. Like, it makes sense why Anisa's so retarded. She's addicted to League of Legends.
Video game playing world, right? Like I never played games my kids did. So I always thought when people were streaming, they were good. And that's when I had to learn, no, there's actually a ton of girls that suck at playing video games, but they just make a lot of money on stream because apparently they show their tits like Anisa. And that's when I was like, oh, I thought when someone is a professional streamer playing video games, they were all good. And then that's when I learned, no, that's not true. And so that's where that story came from.
So he told me that he was playing League of Legends with a girl he was trying to date.
Yeah.
And he brought Anisa in to play a game with them, right? These people meeting for the first time, and Anisa got in a huge fight with this girl after one game of League of Legends. That he had to like smooth it over. I was like,
I'm just curious what the fight was about. Was it like a failure to like play the game right? I'm curious what this fight was about.
It's a very intense game. Ethan.
but one game with a stranger, friend.
High pressure, okay?
Jesus. He also had a lot to say about Gorgeous Gabe.
Oh my God, this is where I wanted. This is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
He's not accepting the Gorgeous Gabe allegations.
Well, what's funny is, first of all, that's how you know it's true because he's lying about it, and he tried to say I'm sexually attracted to Gorgeous Gabe because that's his name, and that everyone was.
It's more or less just him trying to say that so he could take like fucking shots at your sexuality, Mike.
Like, dude, this proves that he's never hung out in circles of friends because friends have silly names for each other. Like one of the other fighters was named Drama, and they both always called him Gorgeous Gabe. Like he's such an idiot that he's never had friend groups that give each other nicknames, and so he doesn't understand like a nickname is a joke, but it's also based on truth, and so. He tried to say that all the Gorgeous Gabe stuff was true. Also, he tried to say, like, Anisa said this thing about Gabe posting on her hair extensions and saying something, and she was like, oh, that's so brave of him to make a comment. They are so stupid. Gabe has a full-time job and runs a business. He doesn't have time to watch these shows. The only way.
Wait, Anisa said that it was brave that Gabe said something positive about her Instagram post? A normie, a random that doesn't check the internet. She said that was brave of him? This guy is not invested in the drama. How is that brave?
The way he would have fucking known about any of this is if they told him. So unless they've actually went out and told Gabe that, hey, these guys are on podcasts saying this stuff, Gabe doesn't know about any of this shit. Like, Gabe, they don't understand. Other people don't live in this world. That's why it's funny when Ian calls me a disgrace coach. No one in the fight world knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
No one knows who the fuck you are, Ian or Anisa. And if they did know who the fuck you were, they wouldn't like you.
Again, it is a crazy fucking thing that Idubbbz was like, my disgraced boxing coach. It's like, wait a minute, disgraced boxing coach? How is he disgraced? He still has his gym. He's still getting clients. He's still fighting. He's still doing all the things he's done. Nothing's disgraced about him.
They're not going to be on your side. You make yourself sound like shit all the time.
This is how ridiculous Ian and Anisa is, okay? So when we traveled them to LA many times in Las Vegas and everywhere else before the CC1 and CC2, right? They would never give us the location of the hotel that they're staying at until literally like the day before or the day up. And they would always say, oh, well, that's because like you have no idea, Kate. Ian and I, like we're famous and we're celebrities. So if people find out like where we're staying, then, like Ian's afraid that, people might try to come and kill me. Like Sam Hyde might come and kill me, you know?
Like Sam Hyde has time out of his fucking day with Fish Tank to come and kill Anisa. I'm so sorry. Just really kind of like really encapsulates here like how fucking insane this shit is. These are two people that do not have an internet presence at all, right? That I am aware of. They aren't uploading YouTube content outside of the boxing gym stuff and everything. They don't care about the drama. They don't care to talk about it. They're professionals. They understand and work with professional fighters that are probably more famous than you guys to not talk about their clients. Why the hell would you be nervous of these two people saying anything? They weren't. Would you think that if you told Kate, hey, I'm staying at the Hilton on down the street from the gym, you think Kate's going to tweet out, Ian and Anisa Jabha are at this exact Hilton down the street? It's like, what the fuck? Like, how are you afraid of something like that?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And then I said to her, how is that possible for someone to know like what you're saying?
Wait, also, on top of that, they are unironically YouTube famous. They are not famous. They are not like a celebrity. They aren't They aren't like fucking Elon Musk. They aren't Jeff Bezos. They aren't Donald Trump. They aren't like actual Hollywood celebrities. They're YouTubers.
And she said that one time she took a selfie in a bathroom and they were able to figure out which hotel it was because of the tile from the back of the shower. And I was like, are you serious? Are you that famous? How come nobody knows you? I don't understand.
Literally, it's a group of people that post crazy shit onto a forum. You don't care. It doesn't even leave the forum 99.9% of the time. Like, this is ridiculous.
I'm not going to say that wasn't true because maybe it was true. But my thing is, Sam Hyde didn't give a fuck about you guys. He was never going to, like, they said they didn't invite Ian's dad. This wasn't even funnier. He's like, oh no, we didn't invite my dad because we were worried about the Froggy Fresh drama. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know how you're concerned about the Froggy Fresh drama with your dad being there. I don't get that.
But you invited all these other creators, so you're not worried about them having
that. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, oh, I can't invite my dad because of the Froggy Fresh trauma. Like, imagine justifying that to your dad. Hey, Dad, I'm having some beef on the internet. You know, I'm putting on this big event. It's a huge part of my life, and you can't come because I'm having drama with Froggy Fresh.
having to deal with the drama. Are you worried about Dad having to deal with drama? That would make no fucking sense to him. Also, Froggy Fresh is great. He's a good person. Him and his wife are actually good people. That's probably why the fuck they didn't like him and couldn't be with, like, because, oh, he went and did something with Sam Hyde to promote the event. You don't know how to, dude, they have no idea how to promote the fucking events. He would, that's another thing. Like, I would tell him, hey, Ian, put out video of you training, put out video of you doing well, put out video of you sparring and looking good. And he would tell me, no, that's not gonna go.
Oh, God. Is Ian responding to Kino Casino again? No, he fucking is not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, no, he's responding. Okay, so he's responding to Ethan talking about Kino Casino. Got it.
Viral. So that's why they would put out videos that made it look like they literally edited that one video to make it look like he was getting beat up by Adelina, when in reality what had happened was he got beat up by the other coach that was out there. That was the coach that gave him a bloody nose. And then Anisa posts the pictures of him with the bloody nose. Is that going to help you promote your event? No, that makes you look like a fucking clown. Like,
true. Like, dude, you are the main headliner of the card. You should not be posting that you have fucking injuries during training to show that you are fighting. You need to just show the work, show the padding, show the sparring, and then go on from there. If you're like bleeding out, nobody's going to be excited to see you fight because you're weak.
Like, what are we talking about? They edited it.
Like, imagine if Mike Tyson, but while he's training, was posting videos of him like bleeding out of his face before fighting any one of the people when he was famous. People would be like, "What the fuck, Mike?"
Video to make it look like Adelina Sabrina beat him up and gave him a bloody nose. And then once again, as a boxing coach who's like, "Dude, you're way better than that," instead of showing yourself doing well, you fucking put that stuff out, which emasculates you. It makes you look like a bitch. And
plus, it hurts your business.
It's just like, that's not how you promote your event, by making yourself look like a fucking somebody that's not good at fighting, somebody that's getting beat up by people on your undercard that have never trained before.
You guys sent me some footage of Gorgeous Gabe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did.
It's pretty funny.
So yeah, to give some context. To give some context.
Oh, it's in the dog. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Okay.
Which one is it here? You say it's in the dog. Oh.
Session of Michael. That's everything with Anisa, and then I would take all.
Like 55 minutes or something.
Yeah, yes. Basically, I would record the whole 2-hour session of Michael training with Ian and Anisa, and then I would take all the recordings that I had and condense them together into one clip, and then I would, So that's everything from the session.
Here's the footage, right? Just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
Now this is when Ian spars with Gabe the Gorgeous, and we're gonna go on over to that part. And I laugh at Anisa in this. It's very funny.
I just want to see the raw video without their fucking. We're gonna watch the raw 46-second clip that they uploaded to their YouTube channel. I don't need to hear Ian's commentary on it. Ethan's commentary. I don't need it. I just want to see. Look at Anisa. Really pay attention to Anisa here.
For his right, watch out for his straight left or his hook. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look at that smile. Look at that smile, chat.
Straight left or his hook. Yeah.
That is the biggest smile I've ever seen Anisa do outside of when she's humiliating Ian on the bog, bro. That is a smile of pure joy. She is looking at Gabe. She is not looking at Ian. Oh, now she's looking at you. She's like, yeah.
It's like shooting a big Godzilla and the Godzilla doing nothing.
Yeah. Ooh, she called him Godzilla. She's just like, yeah, Ian, you tried hitting Godzilla and failed.
Just knowing.
He's so tough, Ian. You can't even hurt him. Oh, God.
Actually, it doesn't even look.
He's already gassed.
Expect that, right? I want to have attrition. Right? Like, get that in. One more.
Look how angry she is when Gabe's. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before.
Right? Like, get that in.
Look how upset she looks. Gabe's no longer here. Look at that face.
One more round, Ryan. One more round, Gabe. You're doing good.
It just walks away.
Think different jabs too, right? We got trip hammer. We got
now she's going back to the bag. Huh.
regular. You got on those jabs. Nice 1-3-2 there, bro. Nice.
No Gabe, zero interest. True, dude. So true. I swear to God, one day Ian and Anisa are going to come out that they're in a polyamorous relationship and only Anisa's allowed to be in that relationship. Ian has to sit in the cock chair. It's going to happen.
See that she's like literally gushing all over and obsessed with Gabe?
Yeah, look at her. Look at how she
walks. All right, I don't need to listen to this part. We already have all this. I want to skip ahead here.
I was like putting them in this best environment for Ian to learn. Looked like that Ian was fun.
They do it for free, you know. They come in, they spar with Ian for free. They put in their hours for free, and Ian has no respect for them. To make it worse, he doubles down on everything, saying that those are just his training people, like they don't matter to him. Like that is just so sad, So I'm really disgusted by him doubling down on everything and having no respect for his training partners, because all of this was a volunteer work that they did to support me and Michael. They did not know Ian.
Which is a crazy thing for him to be like, these people suck. These people this. These people that. It's like, dude, these people like helped you. Like, that they're not working like full time at this gym. They're just there to help you for the love of the game. Like, maybe not be a dick to those people.
At the time, they did it to help us because we're trying to help our fighter.
Because I have respect in the fight world. So like these people took time out.
I think Ian gives commentary to them having sex while he watches. Maybe he might be clapping along like a seal. He's like, yes, very good thrusting.
Day to sacrifice to help him train. We weren't doing paid sparring partners. These were all people that I had in my community that I was bringing in to help work with him. And so it's so ridiculous that he's like, oh, all you ever did was fucking coach me, you fucking loser, and you got your money for it. Another thing about that too, like he acted like I didn't do much for the event. Like AB was talking about how I went backstage with him. Man, backstage, I was one of the people making sure people were on oxygen. I was one of the people getting buckets for people. I was getting ice for people. I was getting blankets. Because what happens after these people get into this fight in front of 12,000 plus people, you have this huge adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
So
all right, I feel like the rest of this is just them talking about like all the things that they did great, yada 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 yada. Listen, Mike and Kate, obviously you're gonna have a dichotomous situation here where Ian's gonna say shit about them or Anisa's gonna say shit about them that nobody can prove because neither one of them can produce the DMs, even though they all blocked each other and the DMs are probably easily accessible. Like, you have to take it with a grain of salt. But Mike and Kate are like so fucking funny and normie, in my opinion, with this drama that I am more inclined to believe them because it matches up with everything that we've all been saying about Ian and Anisa for years. And it's coming from these guys' mouths before they were even watching the Kino Casino stuff or like any other coverage that was negative against Ian and Anisa. Idubbbz saying that they were paid early is complete bullshit. Like, I wish the best for Kate and Mike. Hopefully they don't come back on this fucking show and just focus on their lives. There's no reason to continue the Idubbbz fucking drama train of you guys dumping your shit at this point with them. Like, this should be the last straw. If he says anything about you guys, just fucking ignore it at this point. Because everyone knows that Idubbbz is a fucking retard. This is where I want to end off on, okay? This tweet really kind of annoys me. It's not yeet. It's what Idubbbz says, okay? This is where we're going to end off the stream today. We're going to do the ponder stuff probably Monday or tomorrow. So I really need to emphasize something with you guys. When you're a live streamer, okay, you need to not care when other people are going live. All right. Like, if you're really trying to like push the mold and like stand out, you need to be able to live stream between people that are more popular than you. You need to be able to do that. Now, my time, the slots I usually go live on is because after work or if it's a weekend when I can get on, I don't really have a set schedule. You guys have gotten used to this, and I appreciate to the 300 plus people that constantly show up just to watch whenever the hell I hit the live button. It means a lot to me, right? But in Idubbbz's case, he is so under the realm, right? Under the realm of Hassan that he should not even be thinking the words that are coming out of his mouth right here. This fucking cope should not come out of his fucking mouth.
I might do different times, so it could be like during the night or something. I still haven't figured that part out. Because I don't know if I want to be streaming when fucking Hassan's streaming.
Why not? Why are you purposely making yourself an orbiter of someone else? Why are you doing that? I know Leon's in chat. He's going to fucking try and say, no, Chris, you're making shit up on that one. What are you talking about?
But I also might want to stream while Hassan's streaming because he deserves like a little competition.
All right, I'll let Leon on. He's screaming. I just can't believe what he just fucking said. That is actually the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard. That's like me saying, man, Diorio needs competition. Like, what the fuck? He does not know his place. Hello.
He is gay. Who does he think he is?
He thinks he's Idubbbz still, bro.
You gotta be pulling me by the balls, bro. Like,
nah,
what do you mean he deserves some competition? Listen,
he's Hassan Piker. You are Ian Jomhoff.
Right. What are you people not getting?
You have never. Hold on. This is the best part. He has never won. Idubbbz never won. If I can say one thing about Hassan, he has more cultural relevance than Idubbbz ever had in the decade plus of content creation he's been doing. At least Hassan gets mentioned in reputable journals. Ian has never fucking had that shit. Not
Hassan
reputable. I wouldn't
is
say
a
reputable.
cuck.
I would say nationwide journal.
Hassan is a terrorist, but at least
He
this
is.
motherfucker getting interviewed by people that's worth it. Damn. Who the fuck gonna interview Idubbbz? You?
Francesca Ramsey.
He ain't worth shit.
Francesca Ramsey.
Idubbbz is a oh great. Who? The person
The
who
black
tried to
woman.
cuck him out to get him to pay black. Right? Who?
Yeah, the woman. The
What's
woman.
her name? What's her name?
Francesca Ramsey.
Who? What's her name? Say it again.
Francesca Ramsey. Very importantly, on. What are you talking about?
Who is that? Now, I'm saying that to troll, knowing full well, to most people, the populace that knows Francesca, she's funny. I'll give
Huh?
it, she's funny. Like when
I'm
they
hanging
got
up on you.
conservatives who. No, dead ass. When they got
Dead ass,
conservatives
you
who's
ain't
like, oh, I
funny on
voted for Trump. Wait, my land's getting taken away. Wait, I gotta pay more than this. Wait, I'm a Mexican. I voted for Trump, but I'm getting deported. It's funny when she get on camera and sing the ukulele and talk about leopards eating the face. That's funny.
I feel like we were talking about two different Francesca Ramseys.
No, the bald bitch.
Yeah. Really?
That's the same person.
That's the one that crashed out over fucking Gamergate, bro. What are you talking about?
And guess what? Who gives? I don't give a fuck about Gamergate. You fags
I don't
do
give
anyway.
I don't give a shit about Gamergate either. But like, she was like,
oh my god,
the
can I
big
see
bitch.
boobs on stream? Oh my god, can I see virtual titties? You niggas sound like losers. And you know what's
True.
worse? Him at the bottom. Well, not the bottom, because you at the bottom. Him and that fucking tweet from Yeet. The nigga is tattooed like a neo-Nazi. This will never know an semblance of peace. You're a racist. You're a homophobe. I don't give a fuck how much you clean yourself up and how much you cuck yourself on that dog leash to that ugly bitch of a transgender wife. You are nothing. You will always be viewed as hateful. But hey, corny mid-20-year-olds look up to you because what you did in 2016, they're fucking failures too.
All right, hold on. I want to listen to the rest of this. I want to see how this goes. Maybe he says something really smart here.
I think that's maybe a good idea.
How bad she has hair. Who gives a fuck?
Especially if people see me as like the white Hassan.
Stop. Pause it. I'm gonna throw myself out the window.
The
Chris,
white
Chris, no, Chris, let me do it. Chris, let me do it.
Yeah.
As a I have the ability to look at things at a racial lens. Go on. Can you give me like a close-up shot of Hassan and Idubbbz?
Yeah, let me grab that. Hassan Piker.
I just want to get everybody. I want visual learning today, everybody. We're gonna do a little visual learning today.
Wow. Okay, Anisa's like okay. Here's a photo of Idubbbz and Anisa.
All right. Hey, could you do me a favor?
Wait.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell's
That's
going.
tough.
Okay, and then there's a photo of Hassan Piker. Let's just grab. Should I just do the one?
I need a little bit of these like side by side, if you will.
There we go. So you got that.
All right.
That's Hassan.
All right, that's Hassan.
Idubbbz.
That's all right. Could you go back to Hassan?
Yeah, I'll go back to Hassan.
All right. Everybody get a good look at that. Just get a
Hassan.
good visual look.
That's a white
now,
guy.
Could you go back to Idubbbz? All right. Hey, could you get a good? Everyone get a good look
another photo
at
of him.
Idubbbz right there.
Oh, that's
y'all got a good look.
That's him and his wife.
Chris, did you get a good look?
Yeah, I see them. I see them.
All right, could you do me one more favor? Could you go back to Hassan Pocket? All right.
Oh, right here. That's another.
Now, just
another
one more
photo of
time,
Hassan.
go back to Idubbbz.
Just right there. Right. Oh, right here. Actually. Oh, wait. That's.
You're white.
Yeah, they're
He's
white.
white. I don't give a fuck that he's Turkish. He's white.
Hassan's just a white man pretending to be Turkish.
I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck about this chat. The reason Trump won is because of people like Idubbbz. The reason why your favorite Mexicans are getting deported is because of Hassan Piker, is because of Idubbbz. Like, y'all had so much confidence in trusting these inept motherfuckers who do nothing but fuck it up for the Democrats, and then you wonder why Trump is succeeding in getting rid of your favorite abuelita and her taco shop. You wonder why that's happening, but you're not really figuring it out. Right now, free speech, after years of me saying it, is being proven to be bullshit. And it's all thanks to creatures like Hassan, who, oh, you're taking me out of context. I meant in Minecraft, has been on camera advocating for the greatest amount of violence towards other people. Idubbbz has been hurling slurs, and he thinks just because he's in his fucking 30s and he suddenly figured out that racism bad.
No, he got empathy at 30. He got empathy at 30. You have to correct yourself. He didn't say, I think racism bad. He gained empathy. Okay.
Mind you, all the reason
You just call me a
probably never fucking see a world where you get what you want is because of these creatures who are arguing with each other about who's gonna be the white Hassan.
bro. What are you talking about? Idubbbz is stoic.
Where's that picture?
He's stoic. Idubbbz is stoic, bro. What are you talking about? Idubbbz is gonna be stoic white Hassan.
All those people that took that picture. Hassan, Idubbbz.
I'm not doing it again.
The fat streamer.
The people you talking about his thumbnail?
No, like I don't. What thumbnail?
The Idubbbz thumbnail where you put PPP in it and Warski.
No. I need that's that group picture. It's a group picture. Idubbbz, Hassan, his wife,
the denim
Logan.
shit. Yeah.
I need that picture. Oh,
I don't have. Oh, you got
listen,
it.
I have it.
Okay.
Put this on the screen.
I'll put it on the screen.
Put this on the screen.
Here we go. That guy makes racism real.
I want you all to know something from left to right.
Man,
the
she's
two
fat.
women are the reason why women get kidnapped, beaten, and raped, and no one cares.
Okay.
The one who's on his knees is the reason why, as a collective, all of them are the reason we have more dead Palestinian children. Just so you all know. And the dude who's black in the red hat, conveniently, they're all wearing MAGA hats, are the reason why black people are currently killing themselves, getting lynched, being wrapped up in ropes. We are not getting anywhere. These are your beacons of the new media and how the left can combat themselves. There's a fucking group of people
I became
that before they
more
all blew
racist
each other
because
out
Sean
the
the
water.
Black.
Listen, there's a group of people that before they all turned on each other because leftists, oh my God, I have to be the greatest leftist. No, I have to be the one. These motherfuckers' great idea to combat a bunch of fucking conservatives was to follow Charlie Kirk around. This was before he got shot. Oh my God, we're gonna follow Steven Crowder around, and while they
look how happy he
debate
is in
people
this photo.
inside the building. While they debate people inside the building, we're gonna be debating people outside. Grr, we're gonna get them.
I love
actually got to be fucking kidding me.
I love how
all
much
of these people need to go back to talking about Shane Dawson fucking a cat.
That'd be great. I just love how angry Idubbbz looks here.
I'd be angry too. Look, this is the epitome of abortion. If there was ever a fucking ad campaign for getting abortions, it's these four fucking people. And Harley, shut the fuck up!
All right, we done? I gotta go.
No, I'm not done. And another thing about the and 9/11.
He's so stoic. The Jews are stoic. They're stoic people. How'd you feel about Idubbbz saying that he's stoic, Leon? I'm just curious. Would you classify Idubbbz as stoic?
I would rather 5 men, all 6'5", 235 pounds to be exact, walk in and just pull their pants down and show me
Okay. Well, what the fuck?
Isn't Slug that who keeps paying y'all to be relevant? Like, I'm on Tinder date. Like, I don't get y'all motherfuckers. Like, I'm on Tinder date. Like, I heard I want to be the white Hassan, and I lost my fucking mind.
Oh my God. That's great. That's fucking great. All right. I need to end it. Thank you for coming on, buddy. Thank you all for watching.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Core, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the Lolcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.